Alrighty, so we are back in Sevtech Ages. Now, the last time we took a little bit of a break here. We stopped tinkering with the immersive engineering stuff, and we got a few various bits and bobs done. We did a little bit of astral, so we could get those crystals to generate some free stardust for us, which is going to be very nice. Stardust was actually something that previously we could only get via random drops of crystals in the world, the rock crystal samples. That was the only place we could find it before. Now we just have the ability to duplicate any one into a whole bunch more, which is going to work out perfectly for us. And so we'll occasionally be stopping by, just checking in on that, making sure everything's still going there, and keeping the production going as well. In addition to that, I have completely forgotten every time to go and breed our pigs whenever we get a chance. And I suppose we should do buffalo as well. So we're going to need to remember that so we can keep that farm going. We need more bacon. Not at the moment. We've got a fair amount of it, but definitely in the future we will need bacon for various bits and bobs. Probably just more pizza, but it's always a good idea to have our farms producing. If we can get to them all here. I do very much wish that there was a auto farming mod, and maybe there is. Maybe I'm just missing something here, but at the moment, all I know about is having to do this all by hand. All right, and I think that's just about all of them. Yeah, we're going to call that good. And we have shored up the bottom section of this. I think the corners were the thing that was giving us issue. And we filled those all in with the stone walls, so we should be good there on keeping the piglets from escaping. We should also breed all of these buffalo because we kind of went through a tear. We needed a lot of hide, and we kind of destroyed their population, but they're slowly climbing back up. They will eventually make it back up to where they were before, and we will be good. I have since learned, we tried to throw the excavate modifier on this crystal pickaxe because the crystal pickaxe doesn't actually have any durability. It is completely infinite. Will always work, will never break. Unfortunately, it apparently does not work with that pickaxe. It does work specifically with the Tinker's tools. I don't know if it works beyond that. It probably, I would assume, does. But for some reason, it just does not play nice to not play nice with the other types of tools, specifically the crystal tools, which is a bit of a shame. I would have liked to have an infinitely mining excavatory pickaxe, but not quite working out. Could bring them up to tear them down. That is sort of how farming works. I do wish that I had the foresight to set up a sort of kill zone here, but we'll get to that at a later date if we end up trying to make that. Our farms are kind of perfunctory at best at the moment anyway, so. But anyway, we are back to Immersive this stream, since we took a break from it last time. These, there we go, just aren't rendering for some reason when they get in it. It really freaked me out last time, but it's totally good. It's just a visual bug. Our graphite rods that are powering this are all still here. Our low voltage and medium voltage wire systems are all hooked up. This is the only thing, I believe, on the medium voltage, which is connected to just that one capacitor up there. We could go and expand that some more, especially now that we have our solidifier working. We actually managed to figure out why exactly it was not connecting the pipes to our solidifier before, so we couldn't get water pumped in there. But we did fix that. We added a redstone engine and this wooden fluid transport pipe, and that is now connected to our solidifier, which has all of this water. So we can actually make the packed ice pretty easily. And I think, actually, can we also make... No, it seems not. We can make obsidian if we do end up needing that, just with lava. I was hoping we might be able to make magma cubes as well, but it seems like that's not going to be the case. That said, we have so much magma cube. We went to the nether for a quick run over to grab these seeds. This is sinuous weed, and Woo. Woo. Okay. Please do not knock me into the lava. I think... Yeah, I think it scooches you around. Oh, this is not what I expected from that. Okay. I may need to look into that later. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to give you more sinuous seeds. Or that sinuous spores, right? Yeah. And that turns into sinuous resin, which can be used is basically just any type of glue style block. You can see it's filling in for the slime in this. It's filling in for glue and stuff out of there. It's basically just a glue block, which would be nice to be able to farm. Unfortunately, I think I did something wrong there, but it does seem to at least be growing, so we do know that it is still all working right. We have this sinuous fiber, which, as far as I can tell, does not do anything. Can we just straight up replant it? Nope. Okay. We'll just cast that in there. Oh, it's non-flammable. Wait, hold up. We have now a trash can with a lever on it. And there we go. Now it's gone. Okay. So, as for where we're going next, we were planning on getting out finally. We've sat on this for a couple streams, almost 2 or 3 weeks now. Trying to get the mixer and the industrial drying unit all created here. Now, we will have to kind of wait through this because it does require a few components that we don't need, and it has a few options, but each of these categories should eventually tell us something that we do need, that we do have access to. So I just look at modular machinery. We only have access to these tiny input and output hatches and fluid input and output hatches, as well as the small item inputs and outputs. So I assume that the other ones that they're showing here are larger versions of the same thing, just sitting in that same slot. So we should be able to make everything. We'll just kind of have to intuit what is actually there via the picture. Can we? Yes, we can. See the center. So the center of the industrial drying unit is hollow, and if we do the same thing here, that one's actually filled for the mixer. It looks like it's filled with, oh, a cauldron. Oh, and we can actually hover over all of that, so we do know what we need for it. Now, most of the stuff is going to be made with modularium. We have determined that we can make modularium pretty, well, not easily, but we don't have to make any intermediary materials to go get it. We can just slot in straight aluminum, iron, and redstone. Just throw those into our smeltery, and they will combine up to molten modularium. I think all of this will turn into either 2 or 3 288 millibuckets, kind of between 2 and 3 plates, I want to say. I think it would probably turn out to 2, which doesn't really work out in the math, but oh well. That's what we got. And all of them we should have. We might be a little low on aluminum. We didn't get a ton of it while we were out. And iron, no, we should still be good on iron. So we'll be crafting out a lot of modularium. We'll start off with the mixer, because that is the more annoying of the two processes we have to do right now. So we need 20 machine casings, 1 machine controller, that also requires modularium, a circuit board, which we can now make, redstone alloy gears, and low voltage wire. Pretty simple. 14 machine vents, which is modularium and iron bars. We can make that, right? Yeah, iron rods, we have the ability to create those pretty easily, and that actually creates a ton of iron bars. So we should be able to make 4 of these per every 1 crafting recipe of this stuff. And I think it said we needed 7-ish of those. I'm not going to do the math right now, but I will just kind of keep things in mind. So we need a small item output and input, I would say. Those are the 3rd and 5th blocks there. Yeah. Item output. hopper, machine casing, modularium, and input. Hold up. Oh, this is an upper. Okay, so you can just turn a hopper into an upper. Upper, yeah, like it says, works as an upside down hopper. It just pulls things up into the block, and we can just make that via the hopper. If we wanted, we could also make it via the inverted hopper recipe. So you can see iron plates in the chest at the bottom, hopper recipe, iron plates, chest at the top. So that shouldn't be too bad. Let's see what those cauldron. Yeah, we have the ability to make that. And then I think it was a tiny fluid hatch that I was seeing there. Tiny energy input hatch. That's so. What's that other block then? Okay, so a tiny energy input hatch, which we have access to, right? Yeah, there we go. There's that. That will require a redstone engineering block, and that's a bit of a hassle because we have to make these redstone alloy plates, which involve constantan, which is a combination of copper and nickel, and glowstone and redstone, which is, well, they just take a long time to smelt. So we'll have to go and get that. And then the tiny fluid input, just a hopper. Ooh, I haven't seen these before. Metal barrels. Looks like they're just made with iron sheet metal. So that's not too bad either. That's those are all pretty easy to make. The slabs just come out from this. So iron plates are well within our ability to create. The first things first that I'm going to calculate out is our modularity requirements, though. Nice voice. This is my just woken up voice. Don't ask what time it is here because it's not a time you should just be waking up. But I'm glad you enjoy it. I should wake up right before I do this every time. But let's see. We need 20 machine casings. Each of those is... So we can cut that in half, but... so that'll be 10 times 8, 80 modularium plates. I think each crafting recipe, each casting creates 2-ish plates. So 40 total modularium. We're gonna have to get a lot of this. We might just cast out an absolute metric buttload of modularium to try to go and get all of this cast together. We might just throw a full stack in there or so. But to do that, what did it say that it needed? It needed aluminum, iron, and redstone. We could do this in the arc furnace, but this would require more energy, and we wouldn't be able to smelt it out directly into plates. Might be a little faster, though. But I think we should be okay. Redstone's really the only thing that'll take a lot of time. Aluminum's pretty much instant. That melts in the blink of an eye. And the iron, it takes some time, but it doesn't take nearly as long as some of the other items, particularly the redstone. The redstone and glowstone takes absolutely ages. So we should just be able to do that in there. We'll go and nap, though. It has become nighttime here. And daylight, let's check our aluminum stores. One of these silvery blocks is aluminum, I swear. This one. Okay, so we've got a little bit over 64. We'll go take a stack right now, and then I think we'll actually go mining. We've got iron. We've got tons of iron over there, just kind of sitting around, and we've got redstone, which we're actually getting a little bit low on. The redstone is just a smidge low in there, so we might go and take that. Ooh, how are we going to do this? So I just want to double check in the smeltery. This won't alloy into anything different if the combinations don't get put in exactly accurately, because we only have this one feed crate into the top. So it will probably put in one thing at a time here. Let's go grab our iron as well. It'll only put in probably one thing in the top, and if any of these combine up into a different combination metal, combination with brass, that is copper and aluminum, that shouldn't be in there. This is what we need. And the last thing would be that iron. I very much doubt that the iron We'll combine with either one of those individually. If we can find it. Smells like, there it is. So this, oh, this creates night slime. Apparently this seared stone and purple slime. Interesting. Pig iron. Wow. Okay. These were two things that are actually in the Tinker's book that I had no idea how we would obtain. I thought they came from different dimensions maybe, but apparently we can just smelt them together. But don't have either of those, and we're not using nickel to make Invar, which we've accidentally made once. Still sitting in the chest, completely unused. I'm sure I'll use it at some later point. But it looks like we should be good to just toss them straight in there. And yeah, you can see that aluminum immediately goes. It's actually feeding in there and melting faster than we can get it in. But we'll let that go and smelt while we go and gather ourselves. What did we say we needed more of? Aluminum. That's right. And I think we should have a vein that is pretty untouched. Right? There it is. Yeah. One up there. And hopefully it's a big vein because that's the only one we know about. Our hammer is good and proper patched up here. And, ooh. Yeah, we're good to move on. So we'll just jog on over here with our nice speedy boots. Have they? Ooh, they're right about to breaking. And we do. Read my backpack. Yeah, we do have a spare for when that breaks. You mentioned redstone too. Ah, yes, you're right. We do need to go for redstone. I think we used up our last bit of redstone before. It's one of these. Yeah, I think we used up one vein already, but we do have another one over here. Maybe I'm wrong about the redstone. Maybe that was one of our other many used up veins. But we do have more redstone over here by the shadow monster spawner. So if I need more shadow gems, I can set that up as a grinder. We also have this gigantic pit, which we previously did as a boss fight with Baycock with. Now we have our blaze spawner that we kind of ripped out of another fortress. We just carried that back home. And that's in there ready to be a new farm as well, once we can be bothered with it. But we don't need it too bad. And the mine, here it is, should just be right down here. And we'll take the tip off of our previous vein and just mine straight down so we can fall down there next time we need it. It does sound like there's a cave around, though. Interesting. We'll not worry about that, though, until we mine into it, which I'm sure won't take too long. And we'll just pick this stuff up. We could probably mine out the whole vein without anything too bad happening to us. Fingers crossed. This is a sealed room, right? Okay. Yeah, we can probably mine the entire vein out here, and then just head home with that. Since I've had this hammer, the time it takes me to mine out a vein has significantly decreased. It has gone way, way down. But that's something I'm okay with. I don't mind going out for a fairly long time, especially as we have a weirding gadget to keep the chunk of our home base loaded. Chunks should include the factory and the workshop that are both over there. So both of those things should remain fully loaded no matter where we are in the world. And even if we're not in this world, we've determined that it works in some other dimensions. I'm not sure if it works in all of the other dimensions, but at least in the Nether. And I'm pretty sure we were in the Beneath for a time as well, and it was still keeping this area rendered, having all of our machines function sufficiently. Just smelting down. I believe it was steel back then. But we should be able to spend as much time as we like out here, getting all of this aluminum and then eventually redstone once we head back over there. I'm actually more concerned about our hammer breaking here. Now, it could be a little faster if we had applied that excavate modifier. The modifier didn't end up working with that crystal tool like I mentioned earlier, but I don't know if I'd want to apply that to a hammer. I think the hammer's kind of multi-block breakage here is probably satisfactory enough for me to call it good. And from what I've seen of the excavate modifier, it's actually a little bit unpredictable. I have seen it just mine away a ton of, like, an absolutely ridiculous amount of blocks, but also expose the user to sort of a like lava pit. Just various dangers, because I'm not sure how exactly the logic on it lines up. I think it just pulls a whole gigantic cluster of whatever you're mining when you have the excavate modifier active. It just takes as much as it can, as much as it possibly can, and rips it away from the world without kind of letting you know exactly where the pit that it's going to create will actually be. So I don't really want to use that too much. I do want to throw it on something. And we got 25 total modifiers to apply to tools, but I'm a little concerned if we wanted to use that permanently. And this gravel is sort of getting in the way, so I'm going to tear that away as well. Both the lava sounds and zombie sounds. This is a dangerous cave. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's use some audio triangulation. Both of those seem like they're coming from over in that direction. So as long as there's no more aluminum in that direction, which it doesn't seem like there is, it seems like the vein is starting to contract here, so we're reaching the end of it. We should be okay. So it could be my famous last words here. What am I doing here? Let's throw this in our offhand. Ooh. We should also throw this in our backpack, considering we're filling up here. And do that instead. And that'll break all of the gravel blocks as they're falling, because they are falling onto, quote-unquote, a... Actually, I don't even know what this is. Non-solid, somehow breakable block. And when they're falling, they're actually breakable themselves. It's a very strange interaction, but it's been around for ages, and it'll help me save time. If I can, of course, get it interacting correctly here. Okay. Oops. I'm going to call that good. Oh, this is actually broken now. That's fine. Oops. We've got our matic for when we need to mine anything like that. But the vein is starting to contract. So, whoops. We'll get that one so we can get all of that. Vein is starting to contract, which means this is probably going to be one of the last layers of aluminum that we'll actually go get from this. And we already had a considerable amount that we had to stuff in our backpack just a second ago, so hopefully we should return home with enough to satisfy our needs. We've got that one drawer, the 8-stack containing drawer, fixing it up, but I don't think that'll be enough to actually contain all this. I think we've got more than 8 stacks of aluminum on us, so we can just shove the excess in our vague aluminum chest. Yeah, we can probably make a return trip now. We're not far off, and the redstone isn't far off from where our base is either. We probably need a repair kit for our hammer anyway by the time we get finished with the redstone, so we'll actually... Ooh, we'll not smelt that up. How will we do that? Our smeltery is currently interacting with the modularium. We'll think about that later. We'll deal with that later. Oh, what we will deal with now is our hunger, though. And this corn... Whoops. This corn should be bringing our vegetable back up. Yeah, it was dangerously low. It was actually at 0 before. But we should be getting that slowly back up. Hopefully, once we get this mixer prepared, we can start our pizza making processes, which have just been sitting in here, all complete. And we'll tear all of these out. So let's merge everything that already has a chest. Gravel can go in there, unless it has a drawer dedicated to it. I don't think it does. Yeah, no, we're okay. Our cobblestone can go, oops, into there. Do we have any spare? Nah. And then aluminum. Which one are you? Nickel aluminum. Yeah, this one. I can just start going in there. Okay, that's not actually as bad as I thought. I thought I would have more left over. So we've got 9 aluminum clusters left over from our total mining trip there. Lovely. Sun's going down. I'll go throw a worm in our trap. The solitary worm that we got. Oh, and I should grab a piece of flint to go and repair up my hammer. Or, not my hammer, my trowel. So we can get more worms. And we'll just nap the night away. Is this a... Okay, weird. You can place sticks on top of blocks like that just by holding them in your hand. So I think that might have been what happened when I interacted with that uncrafting table there. But daylight now achieved. We're forgetting about the possible damage this hammer will obtain in the redstone, which is over here. Yeah, there it is, just across the river. So let's go and jump ourselves over the... Whoa! What are you guys still doing alive? It's not nighttime. There we go. That's them all dealt with. Where is our redstone? Map says this direction. Eyeballs say... There we go. Practically missed it. Where's our central block here? Over here. So let's mine our hole down to it. Ooh. My goodness, this is a low one. Ah! Oh god. Right. This is the lava-based one. So this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying the excavation modifier might not be the best solution for everything. Because if we had excavated any of these blocks, there's a fairly solid chance that it would have just ripped a whole bunch of redstone away and exposed all of the lava that's kind of behind there right to us. So very, very worrisome. But yeah, we'll keep this out here. Probably not in the place of our food, though. And we'll start on this side. We'll start very calmly on this side to rip away some of this redstone. And considering it is redstone and this has fortune, I think effectively 3 on it, right? Luck 3 basically converts to that. We should be well and proper filled in not too long. We'll hopefully not get ourselves shoved into the lava here. Kind of work around it. And I might actually pull out our pickaxe for this. It also has luck, if only luck 2. I just want to have a little bit more precision when I'm mining around this lava. Ooh. I think we still got it. Put that there. That is also lava, but I need to get at that redstone block, so... Now, the issue I'm going to have here is that I want all of this redstone, but it is pretty much all bordering lava, I'd assume, at least. Maybe I get a better angle at it if I mine into the floor a little bit. Give me a standing platform to look up into this stuff with. Ooh. Lava, lava, lava. Nope. Please place, please place. Uh-oh. I placed it somewhere else. Ah. There we go. Okay, so there wasn't a block for quite a while. Fill lava from the top. I just like having lava though. Especially since we're running out of... We had a lava flow on the surface that we've been pulling out of for not quite fuel, for lava purposes, for our smeltery and our, well, all of that stuff. Anything that required lava. But that's almost empty. We do have a portal into the nether in our base now, but I wouldn't want to have to visit it every time I want lava. That would just be a bit of an inconvenience. Okay, so this one definitely has lava sitting above it. And, well, there goes all the redstone. But redstone, we've got plenty. In fact, we might have plenty enough to fill up our bucket here. We might call that good. I think we will call it good, just because we don't need more than 8 stacks. That'll already fill up our drawer and then some. So we'll just go climb our way to the surface while rotating and making ourselves so dizzy. House over there. We should be good to give ourselves the full send here. So let's re-sort everything out. Cobblestone can go back into cobblestone area. And all this redstone can get drowered or chested. That is a complete block. Yeah, you can see our lapis is already filled up as well. So, yeah, we should be good on both of those now. Let's see how our modularium is coming out. Very full. Nothing left to smelt. Okay. And we're turning these all into plates. There we go. So we'll just let that turn on. Oh, and then we have to find something to do, because we should have done this before we left. Oh well. Something that I know we need to do is with Steve's cart. Now, we were a little bit overwhelmed when we looked at Steve's carts before. Because there's a fair few options to choose from here. But I now know that if I wanted to get our wood cutting setup on, firstly we need a cargo manager. Oh my god, this is so much more costly than I thought it would be. But it looks like that's just chest panes, which is a whole bunch of weird woods. Just woods and planks, logs and planks. Oh, and that makes a fair few of them too. So we might actually be able to make some of this. My goodness. What the heck? This is so much more resource intensive than I thought it would be. We have to start with this. The cargo manager is what's going to allow our cart to effectively run itself. It'll be able to do inputs and outputs. It'll feed itself fuel, stuff like that. We do need to grab an engine, and I think, let's see, do we still have that old engine, or did we use it for something? I think we used it for something. I think we'll have to make ourselves another one of these coal engines. Now, this was a ritual when we first got it. This was what actually got us from age 2 to age 3. Though I've lost it again. There it is. Now we can make it. Iron plates, pistons. Yeah, we don't have to go through this rigmarole with all of the Twilight Forest stuff. Nether furnace. Yeah, that's also pretty easy to make. I keep losing it. There's a lot of gray stuff in this area. But all of this should be easily craftable. I want to see if I can actually get back a piston. Can get back pistons from sticky pistons. We have sticky pistons. We no longer have any pistons remaining. And that's tallow and potash, which looks like it's just cooked down in the stoked cauldron. Well, anyway, we'll need a coal engine for this to function. It'll go and propel itself around the track when we do that. We'll need this basic wood cutter, which is a little bit of stuff. We need this wood cutting core, which is saplings around this advanced PCB, which requires circuit boards. It's a whole ordeal. And I think we'll want some. Let's see, there should be chest attachments, right? Right. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh no, here they are. So we'll have some room for. Let's see. We'll probably be putting the engine in the back, the cutter in the front. So we'll have the sides and the top to unfill up, and maybe this internal storage too. I'm not sure where this exactly goes. Won't occupy any sides. Perfect. And duplicates are allowed. Maybe we'll just shove a whole bunch of these in there. These don't look too bad. Any stone and an iron plate for chest lock? Yeah. Yeah, we could totally do that. Oh, though we only have 4 storage slots anyway, so we can only accept that many. That's okay. But we'll have an engine. We'll have our tool as the woodcutter. That'll be the coal engine. I don't think we need any attachments. I don't know what the attachments are. This isn't... Are they upgrades, perhaps? No. No, I don't think they're upgrades. Yeah, not really sure. And then add-ons, also no clue. Also probably won't be used. So we'll at least get one of those created. One of these many things. We'll probably work on the cargo manager, because we do have the ability to create chest panes, and we have the ability to create iron panes. Because we can make the plates via iron ingots, which will work out perfectly. Now, that's about halfway done. How many will we need for this? I do not know. So, it looks like each of these makes 8. Each of these makes 32. I'll do iron. I'll focus on the iron amount, the iron cost here. So we'll have 8, 9. 9 times 4. Those will be 27? 36. 36 iron panes for those. And then large iron panes require 4. And there are 4 of those. So 36 plus 16 to carry the 1. 52. I'm going to say 52. Plus this stuff, which is 4 iron panes plus a redstone. So 56-ish iron panes total. And each of those should require... Oh, just 1 iron pane, so we'll divide that by 8. Oh no, math, my worst subject. I think that's like 7. 7 iron panes. Or iron plates. Okay, that's actually not nearly as bad as I thought. Because we can get each of these as a... Yeah, that's the plate cast. Get each one of those made on our metal press here. And eventually craft it up into those chest plates. The panes. We'll go nap the night away, though, so we don't have to deal with any possibilities of monster spawning. Our world is pretty well lit, but it's always good to be careful here. So our iron plates thus cast, we now need to go make those wooden panes, I believe. We've got the wood, we've got this stuff, I think it went like so, right? Yeah, there we go. We'll just do this in steps. Yeah, this actually didn't take nearly as much material as I thought it would. I thought I would be plumb out of material, but I guess that's not the case. Oops. And we've even got some panes left over. So, let's make 4. 4 large ones. Huge iron plates. 4 large iron plates. Panes, my goodness. I've been using panes so much that I can't get myself to go off that. Attachments of tools like the bridge builder, railer, torch placer, etc. Ah, I see. Okay. So, yeah, we don't really need those. Too many of those. Let's see if I can find them here, though. Yeah, so they're kind of connected here. I think we'll be setting up the rails manually, so we just have a little circuit it can do, and all that other stuff not super necessary for us. But the last thing we need is that redstone to make these iron panes into, what do they call that? Dynamic panes. And 1 large dynamic pane. Lovely. So that'll actually be all of that. Is that all we need? It looks like it. So let's go slot these all into place, and we will have ourselves a cargo manager. I'll store this in the chest for now. This will be what we use to program our cart. That'll be once we actually have the cart to make. There's still quite a few steps to go through for that. We'll try to do those in between other things, assuming we have any in between time, because it looks like our modularium is all done. And modularium being the done that it is, let's go make our steel sharpening kit. Scrap that. Iron sharpening kits. Multiple iron sharpening kits. So we'll need 1 here and probably 2 there, so 3 total should be good for us. And with all of these modularium plates, we needed... no, here it is. Mixer. We needed 20 machine casings. I think those were all just... Yeah. That's 16, and then 2 more rounds of this should be 20. Perfect. 20 machine casings. Then we need our... let's move back to modular. We can double check here. We needed no machine vents? 1 machine vent, it looks like at the top. Yeah, 1 machine vent, which I think also required the casing. No, that's just modularium. Perfect. I do know there's some other thing that requires a casing. Ah, here it is. The machine controller. But that's a multi-step process here, so we'll leave that to one of the last ones. Cauldron, pretty easy. Yeah, nothing else we're making in bulk, so we'll have to do all of these individually. We need 1 small item output, 1... I'm going to say that's a small item input. Yes, 1 input and output. Those both require casings and hoppers. Easy enough to create. He lied to himself. Let's grab some iron from here. Oh no, we already have it. Okay. And while we're back in the base, we'll throw these panes back up in our already crafted chest up here. As well as this stuff. I need that. So, where, pray tell, was I going? Right. I need a chest and... Oh, was it a bronze gear? Bronze gear for that. And I'll need 2 of those because I'll need 1 to turn into an upper. Got our wooden gear. I think it'll be easier to just press our bronze into a gear, though. Oh, wait. And I think each gear requires 4? I want to say 4 bronze to be made. We'll see. We'll throw it on here and see how many each of these make. Yeah, so it does take 4. So we'll just toss that oops in there. And hopefully not have it scooched up into our inventory. Nope, we're all good. And we'll stop straight back to plates so we don't get worried about that. Last thing we need. Well, one, we'll grab these sticks from our horse interns and make ourselves a chest. 2 chests, in fact. Oh, shoot. These need to be pressed into plates, too. Well, this actually won't hold any inventory because it's not a crafting station. Let's go press those out. I guess it's a good thing that I put the plate right back on by reflex. So that's 5, 10 plates that I need here. And that'll get us the hoppers we need. These can all be turned into sharpening kits so that I can repair our pickaxe and our hammer here. That should be the last of them on the press right now. Maybe we can wait on that one. We'll just keep that in storage. Actually, same with this as well. Keep these on us for when those inevitably break, or take more damage, as it were. And I don't know why I ran back over here. I could have done that in the workshop, but let's go make our hoppers. That, and hopper. Upper. Perfect. So the input has the hopper on top, and the output has the... Oh, the upper is still on top. I thought it would be placed on the bottom. But since everything else is totally the same, there's the output and the input. And we've got some of our blocks. We'll actually need to make 2 more machine casings, though. So, rest of the stuff. What else do we need? I wish these blueprints worked like the immersive engineering blueprints, where it would kind of show you what you had in your inventory. As it stands, you're just going to have to intuitively remember here what we've got. I think we actually have a spare cauldron somewhere, so we might not need to make another one of those. We'll have to search around the chests for that. We've got our input and output, so we got 3 and 5. Now we need the fluid and energy inputs and the machine vent. So let's go do the machine vent. Might as well get that out of the way. Now that has iron bars, which is made with these iron rods. We have a single iron rod at the moment. That won't be enough, so we'll need to press, well, 3 of these still into rods. Each of them makes 2, and we do have the rod press. So let's go do that. And 3. Perfect. So we've got a whole load of iron bars, which go, yes, in between the modularium here in the center cross. And we've got a machine vent plus an extra. How am I going to arrange this? We'll start putting everything that we have for the crafting recipe over here. Now we should be getting close to done with all of the stuff we have. We need our fluid and energy inputs, I want to say. Once I cycle through, yeah, fluid and energy inputs. Both of them are here. So the energy input is rough. It's a little rough to get. And the metal barrels are another step. But we've got the ability to make iron sheet metal pretty easily. So we'll start with the, where is it? Fluid input. Dang, we need another hopper. So that's 5 plates plus, do we have spare sheet metal? We have spare plates. We actually have exactly enough spare sheet metal. So we'll only need 1 more craft of this to make all the slabs. And that's, yeah, Duster's made in the old ways. So nothing special there. We'll make, see, just one of these. So we need, I want to say 6 total. No, 7 total. Oh my goodness, my brain is not functioning. We need 4 for the steel sheet metal, and then, or 4 for the iron sheet metal, and then 5 for this. 9. There we go. We counted our way up. So that makes 9. Double check my math, please, because clearly I can't be trusted to do it myself. I put the plate back on, right? Yes, we're good. We're good. And then once these are done, we should be good to create a chest and a hopper. That's still functioning. The night has come again. We're an engineer. We don't need sleep. What we need is our machines to function. That's what we need. And then we'll get a gear pressed out to make another hopper. Stay away, don't come to me. Okay, we're good. So we'll start with the hopper first. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, I already had a spare. Damn. And then we'll move on to the metal barrels, which I have miscalculated out again because I need more sheet metal, which means that I need more plates. At least we'll use all of the sheet metal slabs. Fortunately, I will need 2 more iron sheet metal because we need 2 barrels, not 1. So 8 more plates for the machine. The factory must grow. Feed it your children. But other than that, we should be good. Question mark? Yes, question mark. We should be good. Make ourselves a metal barrel. That's 1, and then when those all come out, that'll be 2. And that's the last of it. That will make enough iron sheet metal for the rest of it. So those are our 2 barrels. We'll put the modularium in the corners, the hopper at the top, and like that we have a fluid input hatch. Now we get onto the hard pieces, particularly that very annoying energy input hatch. We can start on the redstone alloy, which requires constantin. I think we should have some nickel in here, right? Yeah. In total, we will need 4. Each constantin makes 2. Therefore, we need 2 constantin. Which we will melt up in here. Oh, and then we'll need more glowstone and redstone. Two each. No. 4 each? 4 each. We can cast it back out, right? Maybe? Maybe. We'll put in 2 to start with. Yeah, so that's the constantin getting made. Slowly. A little too slowly. What's happening there? No clue. That should combine with this to make plates, not sharpening tools. Yeah, and as predicted, that stuff is going way slow. Let's go check if we have that spare cauldron while we wait. That would be in here somewhere, yeah? Maybe up there? I guess we don't. Cauldron shouldn't be too hard to make. Though, that should just be... Really? Should be the unfired clay bowl. Wait, unfired. No, fired clay bowl. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so clay we've got. Need 5 of. And we can throw that in the kiln. Which kiln? Either kiln will do, right? This one. Why did we need this cauldron? Right, we just need the cauldron anyway. Okay, we'll try this kiln. If it doesn't work in there, we'll pull it out and throw it into the Better with Mods kiln. And that should get it to function. Okay, so we got some constantin left over. We actually ended up having enough redstone alloy, though, to complete this. So we'll just have some extra left over, which will be fine. We only need the ones required for this redstone engineering block. I hope we have a spare vacuum tube. If not, we can make some sort of easily-ish. And we got iron plates, or at least a capability to craft them. Playcast? Playcast. I really need a visual identifier to make sure that that playcast is always in there. I know I put it in by reflex, but in the off chance that it isn't there, that becomes a big problem. Yeah, perfect. We've got that vacuum tube. We've got our redstone alloy plates, and then our... need to sprint. Our iron plates should be all fixed up here. Cool. We can get this all together. Oops. LV wire coils. That we do not have. Modular plates we do have. We'll set that all up. Everything else should be LV wire coils. So we need copper wire. If we're making 4, I think we just need 4. I think it comes to 1 to 1. And it actually makes 2 coils per ingot here. So, man, this metal press is great. Oops, no, give that back. Shoot. I done borked it. That's not right. There we go. That's right. Wire press goes on it, and then the copper ingots go in it. Perfect. What is that going to be? This is going to be our mixer. So this is going to stand in for the manual... I think that's also called a mixer. Our manual mixing bucket that we've been using for ages and ages and ages, ever since early age 2, I think, actually. Oh. No, this should work, right? Let's take all of this back. Since early age 2. Okay, yeah, did have enough. But to just go visualize it for you, and to slap back the metal plate press. Metal press plate. We have been using this... basin, that's the word. We've been using this basin, which unfortunately requires that we stand by it the entirety of the time and slap it around to make sure it mixes everything. That's how we make our dough, that's how we make our leather. It's just a big, old, drawn-out, annoying process. And it takes up tons of our time, and it's very manual. I don't want to do it at all anymore. And now we don't have to, because once we get this mixer multi-block made, that'll do exactly the same functions, just better. So let's go and get this all crafted up. Throw that excess in there, and we'll run down to the basement. I'm really hoping that this will accept our relays here, because if they don't, that's a problem. That's a fair bit of a problem. I think it's only a 3x3. I want to say it is. Yeah, 3x3. So we should be able to stick it here. And the reason that I'm doing that is just so I don't have to fudge with the water at all. Maybe I tear down this mixer, considering how many issues we're having with it. Right? No, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. We'll just put it here-ish. It gets to the wall. We'll put more aqueduct blocks by it as well. But as long as we throw that... Let's see. That's a block, that's a block, that's a block. 1, 2, 3. Have this as walking space. Yeah, that should still be fine. So let's start the building process. Unfortunately, I don't think we can get our projector to work here, considering this isn't a immersive engineering... Oops. Immersive engineering device. This is a modular machinery device, which, even though it seems like it should be in this, or somehow adjacent to it, isn't actually. Yeah, because that's the immersive engineering mixer. So that's very different. So we'll have to just do this via our brain, which definitely means I'll mess it up. But platform first. Modular casing. Yeah, just a full set of modular casings along the ground here. Next up. Oh, right. We're actually going to have to scooch this out from the wall. Okay, this isn't going to work here at all then. Let's move it across. Well, since we're actually doing a mixer and an industrial drying machine, I suppose it's not a bad idea that we move both of them together in just kind of one of these cubes that we've got here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A space between the two of them. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Yeah, and that'll leave spaces around the both of them. So that'll work out great. conveniently, it actually keeps this light block uncovered. But the energy input goes in the back. I think this is an energy or fluid input. Yeah, fluid input. I can't identify them by type yet, by visual item, and then that'll be the input and output. Okay, and then the rest is modularium, or the cauldron in the center. Where's my cauldron? I don't have my cauldron. I've home aloned the cauldron outside here. Come here, Kevin. Cauldron, your name is Kevin. You'll be powering our mixer for now. We're down. We're good. So energy in the back, inputs and outputs like so, and then a fluid input in the corner. Right? That was how that works. That cauldron, input, output, energy, because it's got like a power plug face-ish. And then we're just going to call that a fluid. Right? We're just going to assume that's a fluid. Please tell me yes. Yeah, tiny fluid. So we should be good. Last thing, oops, accidentally backed out of that, is the top, which is casings all around and a vent just here. Hold on, am I short machine casing? It gave me the wrong numbers. No, because I had 20 to start with. I am 100% sure of that. Right? I had 20. It totally lied to me. Okay, that's easy enough to fix then. Oops. And vent in the center. Oh, you know what? I might have made... No, the vent doesn't require that. What the heck? Does this require it? No. These I already accounted for, right? The input hatch and the output hatch. Oh, no, the fluid... No, that's fluid output. We did a fluid input, which doesn't require it. The one block used one. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what the issue is. I don't have a machine controller down. And there needs to be a machine controller somewhere. I think it actually needs to be this block. So I just messed up the crafting recipe here. So let's go fix that problem. We never actually went to the machine block. The one block used one. I think it's just because I forgot about the machine block. Or the machine controller, rather. So we do need this. JSG plays. Hello. How you doing? So we do need a circuit board. I don't think we have any spares of those. Yeah, we do not. And we need this redstone alloy gear, which means we'll need lots of redstone alloy. Because we need 2 gears? Yeah, 2 gears, which means we'll need even more of this modularium stuff. We got 4, conveniently. I suppose we might as well throw that into a gear cast right now. Good thing we made extras. But we'll have to start the whole process over again. Nickel, copper. Turn you into your components. And then glowstone and redstone, both of which we have to get from our house here. Glowstone. Redstone. I think 1 of each makes this 2. No, 2 of each makes this 4. So we do need 4 total. How's the tech of Sev? It's going along. We're actually in the process of making our mixer, which we've been wanting for quite some time now, especially since we made the wrong type of mixer before. So this should, yeah, turn into Constantin. This may leave excess Constantin, actually. I may have done the math entirely wrong again. Have I? I think I did the math incorrect on the Constantin, because I should have made 2 ingots instead of 4, because this will create 2 more as well. That'll be fine. It'll be okay. which mixer did you actually accidentally do? We did the immersive engineering mixer, which is this one. This is the one that creates potions, sort of. I don't understand it. It creates this weird stuff like liquid slime. Hold up. Whoa, hold up. We can make slime on our own now. Oh, okay. Maybe this isn't it. This is not so useless. But it makes this all of these stuff and potions, a whole bunch of potions. When we had wanted it to go and replace our basin that we'd been manually using for so very long. And the worst part about this is we have no idea how to make a certain amount of it, because it outputs, the buttons output more than a bucket. Yeah, I just have no idea how to get out a certain amount of it without leaving any in there, because if there's any in there, then it can't accept, or rather, it just has it left over. It's just a whole ordeal, man. I just can't get the mixer to work the way that I want it to. Yeah, and that redstone alloy did come out, but we made a little bit too much of it. I suppose we'll just cast out that Constantin into, like, ingots or something. Come on, be done. Be done. Perfect. And we got 2 Constantin ingots left over for the next time we need that. What about those glass pipes that you used for the creosote oil? Mentioning it a few streams ago. Yeah, we did actually throw in a... I'm assuming you're talking about the Buildcraft pipes. These ones. We did actually throw that out on there, but we can't control it, or at least I'm not exactly sure how to control it. I think we might have needed a different type. But I just kind of gave up on the mixer as soon as I realized it wasn't going to do what I needed it to. Maybe we'll come back to that if we need it for some use. Probably for that slime. If we could just make slime out of, what was it, wheat and clay, that's way easier. Even though we do have that nether something farm. It's just way easier if we do it that way. But for the rest of this, need another machine casing. We should have spares? Should have at least spare modularium plates. Why am I even... Yeah, just grab the whole thing, put in place. Boom, more machine casing. And then got the gears, got the plates themselves. Need more coils, right? Yeah. Which we do not still have the wire press there for. And then we need to start working on that circuit board now. Circuit board... Is it in here already? That requires insulating glass. We've got one. A copper plate and 2 vacuum tubes, which we don't have. So we'll have to make ourselves vacuum tubes again, because we used one in the process of creating this. There we go. And we got some excess wire coils. Oh, you know what? I bet. Ah, color me surprised. I thought we had some uninsulated wire coils in our toolbox. Apparently we did not. But we've at least got one for the crafting recipe now. And we need a nickel plate, some glass, copper wire, which we have, and redstone. So really the only thing we need is this nickel plate. So we should have everything else. Do we have a spare? Check. Plates. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Eyeballs say no. So I'll go and throw one in there. And that... Oh, and the glass that we'll have to grab. That'll be that. Perfect. Glass. Glass. Glass, glass. Glass. Glass, glass. Okay, and then everything should be done in here. So we've got the plate, we've got the copper wire, the glass, and... Plate, glass, wire, redstone, redstone. Okay, there's the one. And we've got more vacuum tubes. And then everything else, sans the copper plate, because of course we need to make more plates, we should have here. So let's get our vacuum tubes placed down, our wire coil? No, insulating glass, which we still got spares of from the last time we made this circuit board. Last but not least, that copper plate. Oops, not a water bucket. Please don't use up my water bucket. We got the circuit board. Perfect. I do really wish that this had a connected inventory, considering the chest is right next to it, so I wouldn't have to pull it in there every time we needed a new blueprint type. But with this, we should be totally good on making this, our machine controller here. Oh, and that actually got me an advancement. So I guess that was what triggered the modular machinery advancement here. Awesome. It's a crate, to be fair. Yeah, but the all of the Sevtech ages, or sorry, my goodness, not Sevtech ages. All of the scooch. This all functions with crates. I'm pretty sure. Right? Have I ever connected a plate to this? Oh man, I gotta test this now. Yeah, totally works with plates. So if the Tinker's stuff, the Tinker's station can work with plates, why can the other stuff not? I don't know. It's not the worst thing in the world. It just would have been a little quality of life upgrade. But now that we've got that all placed down, oh god. So how do we use this? Whoa, this is a little more complex. I was just expecting an inventory, you know, a la this. Blueprint found none. So I need to make blueprints? Oh, I need to make the blueprint. I see. Okay. So that's a bucket, a piece of paper, and a blue dye powder. I think the only thing we might be short of there is the piece of paper. Depending on whether I made extra the last time I had to go through this. Every time I make a piece of paper, it's always a big old process. So I tend not to make any extra. With the mixer, though, we should be able to do that lickety-split. We'll go sleep the night away, though, because I am an engineer, therefore I have been up for like 3 nights in a row. So we'll go and take a nap. Paper requires sawdust and glue, both of which we should have. That's not sawdust. All right, that's good. Yeah, having this mixer is absolutely going to help out on our process here. We're not going to have to sit here and do this manually anymore. Oh, it'll be so nice. I mean, I'll keep this in here, just in case, I don't know, our mixer explodes or something. I really hope it doesn't. Man, that would suck. That would just absolutely blow. And then we'll wait 2 minutes for that to happen. I suppose, since we're done with the mixer, we can move on to the drying unit, which is more complicated, question mark? Maybe not that much. We check this out. I assume those are both item inputs. Yeah, item inputs and outputs at the bottom here. Power input, a controller at the front. These are factory blocks. That's a new one. Actually, isn't showing up at all here. So factory block. Problems. Fan, fast, transparent. So are any of these going to work? Oh, these are chisel options. Wait, but how do I make the factory block? Ah. Click the button to see it layer by layer. Yeah. I was just rotating it around. I didn't mind it too much. Watching it in 3D. So this is a really weird block. But we can turn in all of these. I guess turning it into the fan is just a... you can actually turn it into different types of fans. So fast and transparent, fast, or just completely borked. But It's made with stone and iron, which isn't too bad, and that actually makes us an absolute metric ton here. Oh, I have leather. Oh, ain't that nice? Always nice to come back to a surprise like that. I want to get this mixer started, or finished, and all functional before we move on to our industrial drying unit. Finish one project, then do the next. Otherwise, you're going to just bounce between project and project. And boy, let me tell you, that does not work. I think we're also forgetting many steps. All right, blue dye powder. We might have some spare. Yes, we do. And then, last but not least, a bucket, which I think we have many spares of in our house. Yeah, tons and tons of spares. So, nope. Blah, blah, blah. Machine blueprint, mixer. Done. So maybe when we, oops, throw that in. Okay, I'm clearly missing something here. Huh? No matching recipe found. Okay, I'm not quite sure what I've done wrong here. So I've got the machine blueprint for the mixer in there. There are inputs and outputs, I know, that I guess I need to hook up. So I can't just, wow, this is weird. This is super weird. So there aren't any pipes natively in this. I assume I'll need to use probably Buildcraft pipes. Just going to expect that here. Maybe I can use like a chest or some in that nature. Do I have any crates to spare? I do not. We'll just go make ourselves some chests. Though I do really like the crates. I think they give them... You know what? We'll make some crates. I think it's like that, right? Ooh. Great, here it is. Oh, it already needs a chest. Okay. Well, it'll duplicate the chest space, I suppose, when we do it, so... Not that big an input. I just like the visuals of it. I think it lines up very nice with the factory-esque feel. They're slightly bigger than... Are they slightly bigger than the chest? I've never actually considered that. Let's see. I've been using the double chest. I guess that's 3. What do the crates look like? Yeah. That is 4. Yeah, I guess it is slightly bigger than a chest. Okay, so maybe if I'm hoping that if I just stick this against the walls of this thing, it'll consider that inputs, right? It's also not powered. I guess I've got to hook it up to the network. It doesn't say how much power this is going to take, though. Boy, do I hope cross-compatibility between these mods is good. We'll put on a low-voltage wire for the time being. If it requires more than that, we can move it on to the medium-voltage array. But... Aha! Perfect. Does actually check the recipes. Oh! Oh, does it require a different amount? Ah! Okay. So FE, I'm assuming everything is going to be cross-compatible with... What is this? IR? IF? Yeah, IF. I assume everything is going to be just cross-compatible with that. So this is definitely a low energy requirement here. 20 FE per tick. I think that's probably better than some of the options we've had. Unfortunately, this doesn't seem to be working. Maybe because I haven't hooked up all the blocks here. So, while it would be nice to have the buildcraft pipes do all the stuff, I'm just going to use the extra, where are they? Fluid pipes that we've got around here. So I'll set up an aqueduct just behind it, since I don't need to manually fill it like we do with the immersive engineering mixer, mostly because I have no idea how to do that myself. What am I looking in here for? I am looking in here for aqueduct blocks. So I don't have to manually fill it. I can just tear out that floor. Well, tear it out and scooch it one down. And connect up these pipes. And it should, in theory, function. Ah! Instamine, Instamine, no! Ooh, ugly. We'll deal with that later, though. Oh, hold on. No, we won't. We'll deal with that now. Because these blocks all need to be aqueduct blocks. Oh. If I can get out. So that should give this a full bit. Maybe I nestle this into the wall. Actually, we probably only need one. Because it'll be pumped up into this area here, so we don't need it to be under this for any reason. Fluid pipe will then go here and there. So it does connect up. This is not getting fluid, though, despite being very well connected. You heading to bed, joining you the next time you see you streaming. Thank you very much. Yeah, always good to have new people on the stream. Stream every Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. PST to 6 p.m. So feel free to hop in if you ever see me up. As for this, though, why is this not filling up? I need power, probably. So, is there an immersive pump? No, there's the pump jack. That's not really what I need. Powered lantern. Yeah, none of that sounds like it's what we quite require here. Fluid outlet, a router. You mean the fluid pump? That's what I would have thought. We've got the fluid pipe, but there is no fluid pump for immersive engineering that hooks up to this. There's the redstone engine that we use for buildcraft. We did figure out that that's how that works, but for some reason, this particular buildcraft pipe just outputs whatever the heck it wants. And I have no idea as to why. For this stuff, though, I don't see anything that would indicate that there's a pump, a powered pump version for it. Let's go check this out. Fortunately, this book is not great. Fluid router is akin to the iron router, and fluids input through any side will be redistributed based on how the 6 side filters are set up. Clicking a bucket or any type of fluid container into the slots of the GUI configure the filter to that fluid. Might be gated? Yeah, it could be in the next era, but I don't see why it would be if I have access to the fluid pipes. I feel like I'm just missing something here. So the fluid router doesn't seem like that's what we need. That seems like it is... Oh, hold up. This is fluid transport. That's... How have I missed this page repeatedly? I have never seen this before every time I've been looking for fluid stuff. So, You can right-click the connecting piece of a pipe to prevent it from connecting. Yada, yada, yada. It can be covered with scaffolding. Fluid pumps do all of this. So fluid pumps do exist. They just don't exist yet. Why would they choose to do this? Why would they give you the access to the fluid pipes when there are other types of fluid pipes that apparently interact just fine over there, but not give you access to the pumps, whereas other things already have pumps? Okay, well, that will be something we consider. The blocks, blah, 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 and blah. So yeah, these fluid pipes just suck, and that is officially confirmed by the Modpack itself. Fluid pipes for this are completely useless without their fluid pump. So we'll have to stick with the Buildcraft ones. I don't know why they would be even included in this era if they didn't want it to be set up like that, but it's up to them. They are the Modpack creators here, not me. Oh, and I'll fill up our bucket in our infinite source of water in our base. Before we go take a nice calming nap. Now, need to throw these back in there. Totally useless you guys are. We'll go toss this excess cobblestone we picked up elsewhere, and we'll throw the engineer's manual back in the toolbox. We aren't going to be using those types of pipes, so it doesn't matter to us anyway. Oops. There we go. And we'll actually chisel this into a wall tile, because we did replace the block there, so it exposed some of the open stone. Just want to make it look nice, you know? There's our correct chisel. I think we used... I want to say it's the arrayed bricks for the wall tile. I'll keep this chisel with me, in case I was wrong. We'll go fill in that bit of wall so it looks like our building is nice, except for the poop stone front covered wall there. That's a relic of the past. That's a reference to times from before. Yeah, it looks like I was correct. So as to these Buildcraft pipes, since we got it working with the solidifier, we should, in theory, know how to get this all to function. We used a wooden pipe, I believe, to pull it in with assistance from a redstone engine, I think it was. A powered redstone engine here, yeah. So we've got the wooden fluid pipe to pull it in. We've got a clay fluid pipe connecting to the solidifier to actually output it. And I think both of those things track, so... craft. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot here. Most of it actually has to do with this piping, as well as the redstone engine. And the redstone engine is easily enough craftable. It's not super easy, but it's definitely not the hardest thing we've had to do, especially in recent times. Let's just get that pipe. So this, we actually should still have some spare wooden pipes, so we just need the pipe sealant, and that's made out of cacti or slime balls. And the clay pipe, we should also have some spare of those. So really we only need this cacti stuff, or the slime balls. And you can see our nether farm is growing there. So, got a spare cactus green. Perfect. We will need more, though. And where are Buildcraft pipes? Do we throw those in the industrial chest? I think we may have. Yeah, I very much think we did. I've also just noticed that in there we have iron bars, which means the ones we made here for the venting is actually completely worthless. Actually, scratch that. We do need lots more vents, don't we? For the industrial drying unit. You know, all of these vents, machine vents, and those all take more pipes. So we'll not make more pipes if we don't have to. we'll throw this on the grill to go turn into more of the cactus green. Now for pipes, I bet we threw them in this gold chest that we now have over here. Yep, perfect. There's one wooden transport pipe, and our clay transport pipes are also there. So we'll just pull this off. We'll stick a redstone engine somewhere. We'll start the crafting process on that. And we'll just attach that, hopefully, to the aqueduct block. I hope that that will pump up. It's got to exhaust that air somehow. Yeah, it's got a lot of those. Like, an absolutely absurd amount. That's 9... 13? 13 total exhaust blocks with the addition of these fans. Although I think they call them, yeah, factory blocks. They're fans. They're basically fans. That should be both of these pipes sealed. Oops. Oh, right, no. Pipe sealant first, and then fluid pipe. So these are both fluid pipes, and now we just need to make that redstone engine. So we'll need our steel crafted up into a gear. We'll go and press that. Oh, and we're actually getting a little lower on that than I would hope for. So we'll get our gear mold placed and the steel tossed. What else did that need? Glass treated with planks, which we're actually running a bit low on, and a redstone. Ooh, and a piston, which we don't have any more of, I'm pretty sure. So let's go and fetch some of those. We can at least grab this up here. What am I talking about? I'm just completely nuts. Every time I think we're out of pistons, we're totally fine on pistons. Well, the next 2 times that I think we ran out of piston, at least. Redstone, we've got the glass. Yeah, we're good to craft this up. So that at the bottom, glass there and there, the redstone going there, and then treated planks just across the top like that. We've got our redstone engine, that we do not have redstone torch, which can be easily enough remedied, but not with this. Maybe we make more levers, actually, because we might have a situation in which we want it to stop pumping water. I'm not sure what that situation would be, but having extra levers probably never going to be that bad. We'll just make 4 for now. Scooch, scooch. All right, we're good. So we'll break the torch on top of this and just put a lever there instead, which I assume if we were using this would work. We'll have that spare torch for our spare torch needs. If we need a, what is it, an OR gate? Not gate? There's some gate that you have to use a torch. You have to, like, it's the only one I know, where you stick a torch on the backside of the block, you stick a redstone on both sides, and it, like, turns them on or off. It basically just switches a signal. But that is basically all the redstone I know. I am not at all familiar with how redstone is supposed to work. But assuming we got this right, yep, that'll connect up there. Those two will connect, and I'll stick the engine here and power it. Please go up. Please. Oh, ooh, yes. Yes, look at that. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but we don't really need it to be. Oh, and I love that you can see that. That's visually just great. So that should fill up here. Shall we try making our pizza dough? No. No, this is not working. So there's no way to make blueprints out of this stuff. How do we... How do we get this to input? Maybe it doesn't take directly from the trace. Let's grab more build craft pipes, because it seems like that functions pretty well. Have to use pipes to input and output. Okay, so that will function pretty well. I don't know how it's going to parse though. That it how it's going to parse that it needs like X amount of ingredients and stuff. Just right click the input. Oh, well, color me exceptionally dumb. Okay, so can I not automate this? That's a bit of a tragedy. I guess I'll only be doing this. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Conveniently, the rest of this didn't actually budge though. Usually when you do that with the modular machinery stuff, it absolutely destroys it, but and it's working. So I'm hoping it at least outputs manually. Okay, so it is outputting into the location. Yeah, awesome. Okay, I'm finally getting dough after so very long. This is the low voltage wire pipe. Oh, I've just realized I've not actually connected up medium voltage down here. Let's see how our power is doing. Staying topped off, essentially. How is our capacitor doing, though, is the question. Also staying topped off. Yeah, so that is totally functional, totally good to work on the low voltage wire system here that we've got. Wunderbar. We can't quite get it to function. Yeah, as you mentioned, the buildcraft pipes are a little weird. Maybe we need a redstone engine for that too, but if we do, I just wouldn't really want to do that. I don't mind manually sticking everything in. It is still less manual labor than what we had before. So we finally got it. We finally got our mixer functioning. That is fantastic. Yes, we will finally get our pizzas after so long of waiting. We'll actually need to make more melon pie so we can actually get all of our bits and bobs together here. But our project thus complete. Nighttime has fallen. We'll go and sleep in our bed. Oh, and what feels like a victoric slumber there. So, now that that's done, we get to do the next thing, which is industrial drying unit instead. Looks like it's going to take all the same blocks. The center here is empty, which will be fine. Oh, we actually need hold up, we need malfunctioning blocks for that? You're kidding. Okay, so I guess the chisel block that you put in for the factory block actually matters. I don't know why you'd want that malfunctioning, but to each their own, I suppose. I'd actually assume that these are all just factory blocks and you can put in whatever you want. Because chisel doesn't really change the basics of the block. It does still identify as whatever type of block it is. It just gives it a visual distinction. But we need the inputs and outputs, the power input, and then a whole bunch of vent blocks. And I think we have one machine casing left, so we should be good there. We'll need another machine controller, though, but the rest of that on top should just be those vent blocks, which unfortunately means we need more modularium. We are running low on plates as it stands. How did I make that in the first place, actually? Don't need that. Cart assembler done. Probably need more thermoelectric generators, though. Oops. As I unpin it from our saved area here. Modularium, that's the one. Actually, I might as well just go straight back to modular machinery, because we'll need to know how to do all of this block, all of these blocks. That is aluminum, iron, and redstone. Cool. Redstone. Loading. Aluminum? Aluminum clusters. Okay. Should we be duplicating this? No, we'll be fine. Right? Right? Because what we can do is we can duplicate this. We can turn it into aluminum grit, but then we can only combine it in the arc furnace or the kiln, right? Hold up. Really? Because we can throw this in the kiln. Modularium. Oh, I guess we can't do this in the kiln. We've been doing a bunch of alloy kiln things, but I guess if we go for modularium, that's a high enough metal that we can't actually do that in the alloy kiln. Do you want to double it? I think I do. And I think our arc furnace isn't being used for anything at this moment. So we may as well double it. This will actually be a good test of our power system too, because with our mixer on, the proper one, not the borked one, these will both be pulling off of the low voltage system, which means that it'll put a little bit of strain on that. So, and I assume at some point we'll have multiple machines running here, so it's a good idea to check that it's not pulling more than it can take. Fortunately, it looks like we're sitting solidly at max capacity though, so we're doing all right there. And we've got these are getting a little bit lower. Right, and it's the industrial squeezer with the coke dust that makes that. We do actually need, I think this is off right now, right? Yeah. We need to throw more charcoal, not charcoal, the coal in there to make coke dust, specifically because we are running out of steel. If we do move back to something that needs steel, we are a little bit low on it, and we should keep this going because it is a very slow process. Can we make that coke dust any other way? Sorry, coal coke. Can we make this in any other fashion? No, it looks like we're stuck using the coal oven for the foreseeable future for this stuff. So we should really just have that running permanently. But suppose while that crusher goes off, we can at least smelt down that iron, right? No, we got a fair amount of iron. We can smelt down some steel, though. We should already have coal coke in here, right? Coke dust and iron grit. So we'll stick this in there while that's functionally working. Throw that in the arc furnace. Should go relatively quickly because this we do have the power capacity to support it. We should actually probably expand our generator, our thermoelectric generator system a little bit more here, because we are sating a single stack of that arc furnace. We've got 2 of each of these 3 units of thermoelectric generators. 2 of those are functioning, flowing straight into the capacitor, the medium voltage capacitor there. But if the arc furnace gets more than a stack, it'll start draining the capacitor, more than a single unit in there. And it can get up to, I want to say 9 or 10. So it would be beneficial for us to expand this out a little bit more. And we'd probably just do that diagonally. Right? I think that's the most efficient. Or do we... Yeah, no. We definitely do that diagonally. Then we just add a little bit more on the side. So this is actually becoming quite an expansive relay system. I don't know if the thermoelectric generators are the best power source. It's the only one we know. Well, one of the only ones we know from the book here. pull that out. It's one of the only ones we know. We do have this diesel generator, but we don't actually have diesel. That would require us to build a refinery first. And I think that actually requires a pump jack. So what does the refinery actually do? Whoa. Oh, out of plant oil. Interesting. But how does one get diesel? There's biodiesel and diesel. Diesel is made via oil, yeah, which I do believe we require a pump jack for. That seems like a little bit more of a process. That is, I believe, the next thing up the tree here, right? Yes. So we'll get a, we have to look for oil via this core sample drill, and that'll be its own big old thing that needs power and whatnot. But that will give us little samples of the ground, which will tell us what's down there. Apparently, you can actually find minerals down there too, which I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I assume that it's not the visible or samples that are down there. I assume that it's just something that they put on there. So we'll see how that ends up coming out. This is still working pleasantly, though. Yeah, we'll see how that comes out. But that'll definitely be something we upgrade to later. Hopefully oil is right nearby so you don't have to do much. Yeah, that would be nice. Though I'd probably end up putting it definitely not on this little peninsula that we're living on. I think that would be a little bit too much stuff, because as far as I know, when you get to the oil drilling stage, you not only need the oil, well, drill, you also need a refinery to be set up that you can just, I think the best thing you can do there is just pump it straight into that. And we could put that over there if that ended up having it, but it's a big space requirement. It's absolutely huge. So I'd rather have it, you know, over there past the tree farm maybe, or on the other side of the shore. Really anywhere but here. But again, that's something for future endeavors. And I don't think we'll do the thermoelectric stuff right now. I am eagerly waiting on the pizza to be done. The pizza components, that is. Oh, you can make a big cookie. That's nice. They actually give us more cake options. Nice. There's the pizza. We should have all of that, right? We've got cheese on us, right? Yeah, we got cheese on us. We're good. We're set. We're made. What I might do is go and farm up some melons, because fruit is the one thing that we do not get covered with pizza. And if you put fruit on pizza, what the heck is wrong with you, you madman? Pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. It's a fruit. And as you can very plainly see, pizza only contains grain, protein, and vegetable. Minecraft agrees with me here. Sevtech Ages is on my side. That said, if there was a pineapple pizza, I would absolutely take it. Let's be real here. I would love to have a food that covers all 4 food groups for our nutrition here. Oh my god, our grain is super low. Our grain is, well, out, effectively. Dessert pizza. I think that's just called a cookie. So let's see, melon pie. You need the starter. We've got eggs going. We've got the ability to make flour. We've got sugar going, right? I think the millstone should be fine for sugar. We don't need this industrial mill quite yet. Yeah, this should be pretty easy. Then raw eggs, we'll just sacrifice some to the chickens. But I want my pizza. I want my pizza. Ah, our pizza's done. So is this, but I do not know if our upstairs is done here either. Yes it is. Wait, huh? It doesn't use the coke dust. Oh, right, because you need the iron ingots already to be made before you can use the coke dust with them. Okay, we're good. We are set there. But that'll be something for later. Let's go get our aluminum all smelted together here so we can start using that for our modularium, right? I think that's why we had that. Kind of got off track, as one tends to do. Yeah, we can use aluminum grit for that. We got iron ingots and redstone. So we should be good to just throw this in. So aluminum and redstone going in here. As the iron ingots smelt out, right? And that turns into modularium with the output of slag as well. Perfect. So we'll just let that go and run. And we'll turn this into aluminum at some later point. Let's go take a nap, and we will wake up bright and early the next day to go and make some of our pizza. Industrial mill is over the top. I agree. You really don't need that for anything. That is all of the things that can be done in there can be pretty well automated via the mill anyway. So, and the mill doesn't take all that long either. So shoot, how do we make this? We just make this on a crafting bench, right? I want to do it off of memory, so I don't want to just click them in. Meatballs. No. No. We forgot we had to make the meatballs. We couldn't just leave it as ground meat. Okay. So how do we make meatballs? Throw it in a standard cauldron. Okay. Our standard cauldron is the one that is faster. That is... Oh, we've got glue in there too. This does have a 3x3 fire system in it, so it shouldn't take all that long. I guess it's a good idea that a good thing that I did not leave our, oh, hold on a moment here. How is this going to work? Sorry, I'll come back to that. No, I'll actually come to back right now. So we had this block placer. We automated our kiln so if we could throw everything in there. But it's occurring to me now, anything we put in this block placer is going to break in there and be stuck in there. It's going to be trapped. It's not going to go anywhere. So we've sort of automated this, but we have not actually fixed it up here. We'll need to come back to this. I thought I'd automated that kiln, but I've missed a crucial step. You need your sausage for the pizza. Dang straight. Bacon, meatballs, yeah, everything else here is good. But yes, this stuff while we wait. We'll go grab the iron bars from in here. We'll never need iron bars, I assume, just out of the blue. And we should have a few bits of modularium left over, right? Modularium plate? Ooh, not very much indeed. We've at least got one machine vent and one machine casing. I think we actually only need one machine casing. So let's go craft up not very many of this stuff. Not enough, that's for certain. Yeah, that'll leave us with 5. We need, I want to say 17? 14. 14, so we're very far from being there. Okay, well, we've got that. Oh no, and these need to be turned into plates. before we can do anything good with them. Iron bars can go stay back in here. We'll also throw the pizza ingredients back into our backpack. I was hoping I'd finally have a use for them, but seems that's not going to be the case. The slag, we could throw in our crusher right now, but I'd rather wait till we have the whole stack. Slag is only really good for the crusher. Technically, you can make concrete with it. No idea why you'd want to do that. Maybe if you get a car, or if you're building a city. Goodness knows, though, I do not have the construction skills to build a city here. This is my very very best. The dirt buildings and the fact that the giant square factory. This is my building skill. That's the level that I'm at here. We'll stamp all of these into plates. Yeah, that goes so fast though. That's probably twice furnace speed, isn't it? It is actually draining that a wee bit. It's draining our capacitor, so we need to upgrade our power grid even more than I thought we did. But that's the last of it smelted up. So we'll go and throw this in the crushinator here. And probably move back to... Can't really do any of this stuff without modularium. Oh no, wait a second. We absolutely can, because we need these factory blocks. And those were, I want to say, stone and iron. Both of which we've got here. And it makes an absolute truckload of them when it goes off. So let's go and do that while we wait. I'm actually going to put the fans as functional, because I feel like they should work, despite what the crafting recipe tells me. Do I have a chisel in here? No, it doesn't look like it. And I think we only needed 7 total, the recipe, or the design told me. So I'll convert 7 of these to functional fans. Fast and transparent. Yeah, convert it like so. Put the spares in there. Keep collecting these for various reasons. And how's this coming along? About halfway there. Once I hit 60, we'll start building some more stuff. 64. Full stack. Okay. So, we need more of these fans. We have pretty much everything required. We needed 14. My brain goes 14. I think that's correct. So I'll just collect that until we have, a little more than enough. So we'll have a little bit extra machine vent. But we have enough for what's required here. Now, beyond that, we need the item inputs and outputs. Yeah, item inputs and outputs on the bottom. And those are the hoppers. Ooh, and machine casing. So we're actually going to need more of that as well. I think we'll actually make 2 of those, because I'm pretty sure this... Yeah, that's also going to require it. Machine circuitry. Do we need that? No, it's the machine controller. Okay, we're good. We're still good there. Now we've got all those blocks. We've got the fan blocks. We just need the power input, inputs and outputs for items, and the controller. We should be good for the whole thing. So, energy input. That's the hard one. We'll leave that till later. Item input. Right, we need those hoppers. That's what we said we needed. That's what we forgot we needed. That's what we're going to make. Two of those, actually. So we'll get the chests set and those bronze gears, which we will actually need to do in the smeltery here if this press is still going. Yeah. Go do that in the smeltery. That's all 8 ingots. We'll cast those out into gears, and then we just need to combine them with the iron plates. Shoot. 10 iron plates, so we'll just throw that in there. Plate cast. We'll turn that on for when that eventually gets done. How's our lava doing? Lava's doing fine. Lava's doing great. How's this doing? Still great. Still empty. There's probably some in here, but I can't tell how much unless I break it. And that should be everything there done. Once this is all made for the hoppers. How close to done is this? Oh, that's actually should be the last of it, right? What? Okay, I guess I had a spare. Not sure where that came from. Maybe I think I actually had a modularium just sitting in here in an ingot, so it must have cast out with the rest of it. We'll grab the plates that we've got. So we can go craft up at least one of these chests. One of these hoppers, that is. And we'll go make... not the right one. This. Facing in the middle. That going all out there. We got our input. And with that, we'll have our output. Where did our ingot cast go? There it is. Scratch that. We need the hopper first. I think we need an upper, right? Oh, and we can actually freely convert between the two of those. That's actually really nice. Okay, so we've got our input and we've got our output. And we've got our extra casings, should we need them. Now, do we want to work on this or that first? We'll do this. That's not too bad. Starting to get used to these redstone alloy. Huh? How on earth did we end up with 3? What? I gotta be going insane here. We only ever made them in batches of 4. Well, yeah, I guess we used a single one somewhere? How strange. How completely and utterly strange. We'll go make some more, I suppose. With our redstone glowstone in here. Only need 1 of each, though. Nope, nope. There we go. And I suppose we should sleep the night away before we continue on our project. We can go check out our meatball production. We shall see if we have pizza yet. Hey, we do! Okay, so we won't do the pizza until we're finished with our corn here. You gotta finish your vegetables before you can have the thing that is also considered a vegetable in several states for reasons. But with these all thrown in, maybe just one. This is the ingot cast, not the plate cast. We need plates. And we can get our iron stamped out too. I want to say we needed 5 of those. 4 of them. Okay. Don't know why the redstone and glowstone take so long to smelt. You'd think it'd take less time considering it's not a metal of any type, but they really like dragging that one out. I guess glowstone is from the nether, so it probably takes hotter temperatures and higher heat to actually melt it together, but I don't know. Very strange. We can use that to get our plates. Vacuum tube, and then once these iron plates are done, which they should be here, we can go make our redstone engineering block. Iron plates and a vacuum tube. We'll have to make more vacuum tubes again. Ooh, and low voltage wire coils. Oh, no, we don't. Hold up. Do we? I think we might need one more. Ah, snap, we do. Okay. Well, that shouldn't be too bad. There's just a lot of busy work. None of these recipes are too terribly difficult. There's just a lot of in-betweeny steps that there really doesn't need to be to getting them. Ooh, and we're running low on treated wood. I forgot about that. That goes like so. This in the center and our plates. No, modularium plates. Like that, right? Yeah, and we got our energy hatch. Wunderbar. And we've got our input and output hatches, our machine vents, factory blocks. So the only thing left is this, right? I think so. I'll stick one of these in here because we don't actually need it. So we've got the coil. We have to make the redstone alloy again. Which will necessitate more constantin, I believe. Yeah, I think we need 4 of each of these, if I'm doing the math in my head correctly. And then the nickel and the copper we both have up there. So we want to pull from our indoor chest. 2, 3. No. Yes? No. Yes? Yes. No. Yes. Whatever. It'll be fine. It'll turn out fine. Just don't worry about it. That'll make more constantin. And once it's all done, we can throw this in. Maybe. Then we'll need this glowstone dust to go and meld with it. I'm afraid of cross-action contamination here. I don't want it to turn into anything else unnecessary while we're waiting for it to turn into constantin. I guess they all are component parts of constantin, so surely they shouldn't turn into anything else. Right? Maybe? Not sure. Okay, there we go. All of them thrown in. We can add the rest of this, too. And that will take quite some time. But all of that will eventually be turned into, ooh, not plates, into gears. Automation is off there, too. Wonderful. While that's happening, got to get on the circuit boards, which means we need more insulating glass. We should have more green dye powder. Do we have more iron grit? I think we might have actually smelted all of that up. Not quite by mistake, but it's certainly looking like it to me now. Yeah, we don't actually have any more of that. So we'll throw another couple iron clusters in. Turn that into iron grit. We should have plenty spare. Yeah, an absolute load spare. Ooh, let me down. That will just go in there. So how's this all coming? Is this all redstone alloy? Not quite, but we'll have the spares. We can stand in those are always useful. We'll cast those into more ingots. And with that, we have we have our gears. Whoops, 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 whoops. We've got extra wire coils. That must be where our spare wire went. And we've just got to get that circuit board made. Go and finish the rest of it. We'll grab. We only need 2 iron grit, so basically should have been done as soon as we got a single one. We have our cactus green, or our green dye already made because we've got a spare from last time, and we have extra glass for the laminate glass portion of it, insulating glass portion of it. Toss one in there. Of course, we need to make more vacuum tubes. Nickel, copper, wire, redstone, glass. We'll need that nickel plate pressed back out. Every step's just got more intermediary steps. Oh, and redstone wire. And glass. That's why we came back here. Standard, non-insulating glass. Where is our copper? There it is. Ooh, we don't have any space for this. How can we fix that? We throw that sand back once it needs to go. Which is in here. Anything else we can drop off? Not so much. Maybe the modularium plates. We can always pull those from the chest because they'll be doing construction with that. So let's grab out that press. Take our copper in there. Cut chunk. And we're good to make our... Oops. Vacuum tube. You all go in there. We get the vacuum tubes out. We should have enough to make a circuit board now, right? Insulating glass. And a copper plate. Always forget about that one. Now we've got that circuit board. And that should be just about everything we need there. Let's do it. So, machine casing. That goes there. Circuit board at the bottom. Vacuum tube can go back in here. And modularium in the corners. What goes on top? The wire. And we've got our machine controller. That should be all the blocks we need. Machine casing is part of that. So let's go hook this up right next to our, it'll be a little tight. I think we can make it work, though. Hook this up right next to our mixer. So bottom, this is the front. Be the power block, the input on the left, the output on the right, and then that all around. So this is the center, I want to say. This goes in all the corners and the front. Yes? No? Yes. The input goes over here, and the output goes on the right. We'll have to make sure we can always walk through here. So whatever machine we have, I'll have to leave a space. And the energy input in the back. Next on the line, controller, followed by the fans of various type. And I think a hole in the center, right? Yeah, hole in the center. And then last thing, just slap a whole bunch of these on the top. Oh no, I was wrong. Okay, the fans actually have to be of the specific type necessary. And unfortunately, we dropped our chisel off back at home. So we're going to go need that. We'll stick the extra machine vents, though, in there. I suppose we'll sleep the night away while we wait. After we follow the instruction, convert this back to what it was supposed to be, which was malfunctioning. Alrighty. Now, this should all be working together. That's the hope. If it doesn't, well then, we run into issues. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And then we need to make the actual blueprint for it, which is just paper, blue dye powder, and some more leather. Luckily, we determined that we had some leftover leather in the drying racks, which we actually don't need anymore. Those will be something from the past. I'll keep them around, though, just to show how far we've come. Once this area is surrounded by skyrise buildings, we'll look down at that quaintly. Wonder why we even bothered. What am I doing here? I am looking for leather, which is there. Paper, which is here. And last but not least, ooh, do we have any? Blue dye powder. Yeah. And we've got our blueprints. So, we've now fully automated our, well, sort of fully automated. We've partially automated our washing and drying. Washing? Mixing and drying processes. Probably should have switched the sides on them, but I don't mind that too much. That's okay. We do need to hook up power, for which we will need the low voltage coil and wiring connectors, which goes back there, and probably easier to connect it to this corner one. I think that's actually one of the first corner connections we've actually done. Yeah, perfect. So we've got all that. If we ever need to mix anything up and or dry it, we've got machines to do it for us now. We're living in the future, baby. Or the 3-century-old past, probably. 2-century-ish old past. But let's go check on our meatballs. We already got them, right? Yeah, we pulled them out. Everything's in there. We finished with our industrial drying unit, which is perfect. Let's go and make ourselves a pizza. So, pizza, dough on the bottom, as per standard. Cheese on the upper left and upper right. Uh-oh, but this is 2 cheese. Do we have 2 cheese? We got 1 cheese. Where's our second cheese? I don't think we ever made it. Which means milking is about to occur. Considerable amount of it. Come here, buffalo. Oh god. That. There we go. That's still a little manual. The creation of the pizza, I was going to take our hand to do it, but that's you know, it's cooking, and cooking is an art. Can't get machines to do it for you for another half a decade, maybe. Then you get the machines to do it for you, and then they'll outsell every human artist combined. Eventually. Eventually. Though I'm sure there's probably actually a way to... Hold up. How do you get a bucket of milk here? Oh, you can do it with the solidifier. Can you make the cheese manually, though? Or automatically? Doesn't look like it. Looks like that's only something you can do in the crafting bench. Though, this assembler does exist. I don't know if we have access to that yet. The assembler does exist. So really, we'd have to automate the milking process. Then we can do this en masse. We'll see if that's a method. That'll be something to look into. But oh boy, is this manual. Flashbacks to the days where I had to make leather by standing at the edge of a river. Clicking everything in there. How far we've come, and yet how far we have really not come at all. What? Oh, yeah, there we go. I do wish I could shift click it into the crafting recipe. That would be nice, but unfortunately I've got to use those hard target aiming skills that I've picked up from fighting so many enemies with the bows here. To do that part. We're almost done, though. We're almost ready for my hand to uncramp. All this for a delicious pizza. Boy, do I hope it's worth it. Okay, just 4. Oh, my poor hand. Okay. On the home stretch here. No, 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 I messed up the rhythm. Okay. Oh, we're done. You should jerry can the milk. I should jerry can the milk. Unfortunately for us, we don't have a way of putting... I guess we could get a tank and, like, fill it with milk. That would be a way of doing that. But I really wish the jerry can could pick up from the world. I don't think it can milk a cow. That's thinking like a farmer. Let's check this jerry can. It is unfortunately full of creosote oil. That said, we do need to make a whole bunch more treated wood planks here. So let's go drain this and we'll test it out on a cow, eh? If it does give us milk, I don't know what we'll do with it. We'll drink it maybe. Yeah, there we go. Treated planks done. Time to test the jerry can out on the buffalo. Nope, doesn't work. It was a good thought though. Also, yeah, okay, so our creosote oil hasn't quite built up. What is a cow slash buffalo beyond just a container of milk? They're friends. They're family, you know? When you're here, you're family. No. Don't crush that up. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna have to break whatever that was. I think it was here. Hammer. There we go. And put the coal coke in there. Not the treated wood plank. That'll definitely stall that up. We can store our treated planks back in the chest. And let's go home. Let's not make pizza in our industrial workshop here. Don't want any iron filings getting into our delicious, delicious, long-awaited pizza. I wonder if this is a crafting recipe that requires a shape, or if it's one that does without. I think this is wrong, so we'll see. Yeah, no, not quite right. Oh. Oh, you can only do one. Nope, I think I need to do it that way. There we go. And we have pizza. We have pizza. Oh, it's been so long. We've waited for this for this moment for so very long. But we finally got it. Now though, we need to make some melon pie. So that'll require the raw egg, which we have 2 of. We need to throw 62 of these on the ground. And we'll end any baby chickens that come out of it. I actually don't know if the baby chickens rob us from getting the raw egg, or if it gives it to us. No. You are not wanted. Kindly revert to the feathers from which you came. So now we need 8? 8 eggs. Yeah, perfect. And then flour. Oh, right, that is grinding wheat down. We actually don't have much wheat, so we'll go and grab some right after we throw this in our mill. And I think we've got to do the same thing for sugar, actually. I think that is sugarcane ground down, if I'm not incorrect about that, right? Because there should be sugar in there somewhere. Yeah, that'll be sugarcane, which is... Yeah, take half of that. I'll throw that in the mill as well. Yeah, you can really hear how drastically that soundproofing keeps our ears shut. Really makes it quiet. A pig escapee. Uh-oh. No. There is no escape from the farm. You are the farm. Alrighty. Raw eggs. We do need our melons to be turned into melons. Okay, so we just do still stick that into here. 45. That'll be 64, right? 63. Alright, so we'll have some spare. That's okay. Oh yeah, that'll be totally okay, because we need 2 stacks of them, don't we? There's that, and only thing left for melon pie is... Yeah, that sugar and flour to get finished up. Do we actually need to cook this pizza? No. No, we're eating a entirely raw pizza. You have to cook the melon pie, but, pizzas? Nah, you don't cook that stuff. That stuff, it just comes out. You grow it from the ground, right? Oh, but we got all that done. Cool. What to do now? Wow, I really didn't think we'd get to this point. Let's go and harvest our wheat like we said we were gonna do with our scythe here. I still do not understand how it determines which places to plant or to harvest, and why it occasionally does not actually work with some locations. You can see there are blank patches. Very strange to me, but we'll have to take it. I suppose we should do the hemp too. There we go. Is that all planted? Do we have perfect rows? No. Now, yes. Awesome. We don't need sugarcane. We've still got tons of sugarcane. We could probably use some carrots though. We have been breeding the pigs a little bit. And hey, it actually replanted everything. That's a first. And unfortunately, we can't use it on these ones. It doesn't play nice. Really should try testing out the other scythe. I think there is this one, the garden scythe. That's made with nether quartz, a stone hoe, and some blaze rods, but it is from cyclic instead of I think this one's from Tinker's Construct, right? Yeah, Tinker's Construct. So it might work a little bit better. Suppose we might as well repair this up with our spare sharpening kit. We'll put the hemp in here. Carrots and stuff go up here. How did we get 6 sugarcane? I may need to go back and check that. So these can go in here. And we'll convert these into fertilizer, actually. Should be able to do that, right? Yeah, turn that into biomash, turn that biomash into that. Unfortunately, we have some spare. Did we pick up some from here? Yeah, I guess we did. At least it replanted it. Okay. Whatever, that's fine then. We'll add that to the pile. Where should we stick this biomash? Up here, because it's sort of crafted? In one of these, because it's sort of a plant material? We'll stick it up here. Stick it in there. Use that up later. But yeah, what the heck? Let's get this garden scythe. 2 blaze rods, 2 nether quartz, and a stone hoe. Didn't pick up any hoes, did I? Nah, no hoes. I don't have any game. Let's go grab those blaze rods and the nether quartz, though. And we'll go make ourselves that top of the bottom chest. That's an iron hoe. We need specifically a stone hoe, I believe. We'll just pull from there. Stone hoe. That. This, that, these, and those, and that. Okay. So the only reason that I want this one instead of the other one, possibly, is because it might work a little bit better with this stuff. And the answer to that is no. It does not work better with that stuff. How does it work with this, though? This... Ah. Oh, okay, there we go. So you actually have to use it on the block next to it. Okay, so let's try like that, then. Will that... Oh! Oh, yes, it did! It's a little odd about where it actually does it, but... Okay, yeah, that's fantastic. So if that works, it looks like it actually replants the plants themselves, but since it does successfully replant all around the stakes here... Oh, that's amazing. We can actually just reuse that. That's perfect. All right, so this is the scythe we should use from now on. Even if it is a little weird. It's a little bit odd, and we don't have precise control over it, but... We got pumpkins? Okay, very, very strange. And let's just, yeah, toss everything, oops, into the chests. Once they came. Look at that. Whoops. I still don't know what that button does. Right, and the poisonous potato makes poisons. Oh, and it actually makes a flask of saturation. That's a new one. Though it requires a better blood orb than we actually currently have access to. Or maybe not. Ah, I see. It requires extra ingredients if we want to use it with the ones that we currently have access to. That's okay, though. Can't really think of a situation in which we require poison potions, but saturation potions I could definitely see us using. That's basically a heal up real fast, get out of jail free bit. But yeah, we're all done with that. What else to do? What else to do indeed? We can get back to the Steve cart stuff now that we've got all of that processed. I suppose we might as well make our melon pie too. Oh, is that still going? Really? And I'm sure it's getting stuck somewhere. So there should be more, way more flour than that. Yep, there it is. This one's always the problem child. This hopper. All you need is to throw everything over in there, but you just never do it, do ya? Well, we'll keep that going then. You go in there, keep grabbing us fish. You merge back into the chest from there. And Steve carts. What do we have? What do we need? We got the cart. We got one component of it, the cargo manager. Now we actually need to build the rest of the components here. So we need... Go at Steve's. Ooh, there are multiple types of engines. I think the coal engine should function the way that I'm planning on having a function. So what I'm going to try to do is, as far as I understand, when this harvests trees, it takes not only the logs, but it actually takes all the leaves as well, which typically results in a lot of sticks. Now, we can use those sticks for power. We can feed those in automatically into the cart when it goes around. I'm hoping that the coal engine will allow us to do that. Hey, we finally found a point where I can go, we don't have enough pistons, and be correct. So we'll need to make a piston here. Iron plate and redstone, cobblestone, and some siding. And not very difficult at all. Do we have any siding just sitting around? Doesn't look like it. That'll make the siding with our saw here that's shoved over the cauldron. least grabs it all. That's a mercy, at least. And then other than that, we needed cobblestone. 4, I think. Redstone, an iron plate, which we'll have to go make here. And I think that was it, right? Plate? Plate. And we can go get ourselves another piston. There we go. Ooh, actually, we do have these sticky pistons that aren't useful for anything. And we can get both of the materials back. I think it does use... there was a little number there. In fact, if I put this here, you can see that number. I think that might use experience points. That's what somebody mentioned to me. That's what somebody that I did research with indicated, but I don't actually believe that's the case. I think that's actually incorrect. Oh, and slime ball. Yeah, that's sort of made. Unless we have slime balls in there? No, we have slime balls in there. Alright, we'll put the slime balls in there. And we've got our pistons. All 3 of the ones that we need. Yeah. Okay, let's start pinning things. We need that. We need just a basic woodcutter. There it is. I think we'll need a fertilizer too. We might as well make that. Here that is. So that'll actually use up our excess fertilizer to grow the saplings. So that should be pretty good. Then we'll just need cart chests. I'm not exactly sure what the modular cost means, but... Oh, I guess I won't actually have as many cart spaces as I thought. Will I? Complexity cap. Oh, okay, so the complexity cap is probably what it's talking about when it's talking about modular costs. So we'll stick side chests, top chest, front chest. No, scratch that, no front chest. And then 2 internal storages on it. And then we'll go to bed because my brain is overwhelmed. We already have quite a few things we have to make. So let's start going off one by one here. Got the 3 pistons. We have to make more iron plates, and then we have to make this nether furnace, which is easy enough. We'll get the iron plates started before we work on that nether furnace. Another 5 iron off the stack. And we should actually make some steel here. While this arc furnace isn't doing anything. Okay, I think it's going slower because it is actually making the steel. We've got those 5 plates. Now, another furnace is just furnace, so that plus another bricks, 7 of those, plus a blaze powder. So all of those we've still got from previous adventures and bits and bobs. Oh, right. I need to make the actual furnace, though. There we go. And all of these, we should have that coal engine for a much cheaper recipe. Well, much more easy to obtain recipe than this, which is great. So we've got our coal engine. Basic wood cutter. We need another circuit board. Oh, we need this wood cutting core, which requires a PCB. Let's start with the PCB. So that requires aluminum plates, 2 circuit boards, so we'll need 3 total. Oh, wow, this is actually in a few things. Quite a few things. Interesting. So 3 circuit boards total. And 4 redstone. And we'll need more of that laminate glass. I think we have a spare. I think we might have one laminate glass to spare. Yeah, other than that, we'll need to sacrifice more cacti. Yeah, dead silent here with the soundproofing and all. Two. We'll turn that into the green, and then we'll have to grind that green down into the green dye powder for the circuit boards. So each of these, if I'm correct, oh, we got all of our components for our melon pie too. Wonderful. Egg, flour, oven ready, melon pie. For some reason, it doesn't let you get the whole stack out of the uncrafting table. That was a little bit annoying. But we should be able to throw this in the oven. Yes. Or on the grill, rather. You should throw it in the oven, but grills are basically ovens. Don't you, whenever you want to make a cake or anything, don't you just throw your all your cake mix on top of the grill, go outside for a barbecue? That's how that works. But back to our laminate glass creation. We've got the dye powder. And we'll actually have some spare here, too. Got our glass, and we should have the iron grit, which is just in our... let me down. There we go. Just in our crusher down here. Yeah, there we go. So that'll make us the requisite amount of laminated... insulating. My goodness, I don't know why I keep calling it laminated glass. Insulating glass. For all three of the circuit boards. We do need vacuum tubes, which means copper wire, nickel plates, redstone, and more glass. We may need to smelt down some more glass. We are running through it pretty quickly. And we'll need... probably two total vacuum tubes. Everything else can be found or can be made in the factory. Starting with the nickel plates. We'll make the copper wire. Where is the copper? There it is. It's just so big that I'm actually having difficulty seeing everything in it. All escapes my periphery. That should all be enough. Oh, I think I'm one short? No, I think I got one too many. I only need 2 copper wires, that's why. And last but not least, redstone. So all of you should make 6 vacuum tubes. Perfect. It's that and... ooh, copper plates. Copper plates. I always forget the copper plates. Three copper plates. to make our circuit boards. Perfect. And if we need to make any more, we need to start from scratch because we don't have any vacuum tubes or the ability to create any of that, nor do we have any more laminate glass. So beyond that, we need those aluminum plates. Do we have spare aluminum in here? I think we might have straight up used all of it. Aluminum grit. No, we do have the grit. Unfortunately, this is in the middle of crafting steel, so I'm not going to be able to do that in there. We'll just have to use the aluminum proper. That we've got in our chests down here. We need 3, yes, aluminum, correct. Plate? Yes, plate. And 4 redstone. And that'll get us the woodcutter, at least. 4 redstone in the corners. 3 aluminum, making up that. And then the circuit boards on the side. Got our PCB. Ooh, we need saplings. I think it's of any type. I hope it's of any type. If it's a specific type, we may be SOL there. I think we need all of that to go around here. And, yep, woodcutting core. Now, we should just need the saw blades, all of which are made via tin gears and some flaked flint. Wow, it's been a long time since we've flaked any flint. And we will need... how many? 5 of them. So, in terms of flaked flint, each one makes 2. Or thereabouts. And we need 4 times 5, 20. So we'll probably need about 20 flaked flint. Yeah, that definitely does not give 2 per thing. Per flake. Really? There we go. That actually ate through our flint supplies fairly drastically. But beyond that, we just need this tin gear. And I think, what was that, some iron rods? Yeah, iron rods, 2 iron rods. And we need 5 of these, so 10 total. Nope. Need 5. They each get split into 2 by the press. And we'll be set for that. Time to make tin gears. We should have a fair number of tin, right? Is that on this side? No, on this side somewhere. Tin. Yes, 10 up top. Ooh, gears cost 4 each. And with 5, that's 20 total tin. That is a fairly steep price. We also don't have very much tin ore, just because we haven't used it in a long time. This is going to be interesting. Oh no, I'm still too close? You're kidding. Did I put the... Yes, I put the wire cast over in there already. And that'll be all of that. Alrighty. Nighttime has fallen. So let's go sleep it away and finish off these saw blades. should, yeah, be good there. And then all of that was set. So we got 2 out of the many components that we need here. We might do a fertilizer tank. Or we could just let the trees grow naturally. You know, we're not using our fertilizer anyway. I think we just have it building up in here. Well, not quite, because we needed a bunch of cordon seeds, but we will eventually have it building up in here. So we should make a fertilizer tank just for the ability to get rid of this stuff. Now that requires tanks. That requires another circuit board, which will be a pain in the rear to make, and it'll need leather and fertilizer. So actually, all of this shouldn't be too bad. The tanks we can get straight off the bat. Needs 16 glass. Yeah, we're absolutely going to smelt some more glass here. In our smelter, we'll just let that run. And then, oops, we didn't turn that into the tanks. 1 and 2. Leather we've got. Circuit board we got to make again. Oh, but we can make leather so easily now. It's not even a worry if we run out. Oh, that's so nice. So nice to not have to worry about that. What we do have to worry about is these circuit boards. So we've got the green dye powder. We've got the glass for now. Hopefully we'll have some more. And the iron grit is just over in our crusher there. So guess we'll just steal 2 off the top of that stack. And craft up the laminate glass required for this thing. Throw our spare in there. Shoot, what's even involved in the rest of this? Copper plates, vacuum tubes. Oh, we actually have 2 vacuum tubes left over. Sweet. So the only thing we have left for is the copper plate. Fun to bug. Can I just grab you off the belt? No. And we should be good to make our circuit board. Lovely. And that's the whole deal. That's everything. So let's grab that last 2 fertilizer out of there and get crafting. That goes like that. Circuit board at the bottom, tanks in the side. We've got our fertilizer attachment. Attachment? Yeah. And so with that done, all we really need, oops, not the steel, is the chests of various types. They look like they all use these chest panes, which makes sense. Which we've already made some of. We don't have nearly enough, I would say, to make, let's see, all of the ones we want to. Possibility of this. But no, we need a chest lock. It really should be a chest latch, but that'll require a piece of stone next to a piece of iron plate. Which means back to the plating machine we go. Alrighty, we'll craft you up. We'll get 8 locks. And then I think all of the ones we have right now should make an internal storage. Yeah. So we'll need some more of those chests. What were they? Chest panes. And then we'll have one more internal storage, and the rest will be on the top and sides. I'm not sure if that really changes anything. It could all just be internal. I assume these are bigger, though. Right? I have no clue. Yeah, I have no clue whatsoever. This actually also has a huge modular cost. All of this does. Is it going to fit? So let's start by putting these on. Total cost. Okay, so it looks like it increases. Oh, it looks like it increases assembly time. Yeah, so we should still be good to have the internal storage like thus. You can kind of see the outline of the Steve cart. We've got our engine in the back, and we've got that on the front, the tool. That's pretty interesting. Maybe we don't need the internal storage since the engine. Well, it looks like it looks nice. This though, yeah, we need to go make more of those. More of those chest panes. Now, for this we need 6 huge chest panes, which is just a full bit of those, which means we'll need even more of that. Oh, I made 7. Okay, I hope this needs huge ones too. Yes, it does. Wow, we are eating through our wood right now. I think we needed 3 more to fill up the corners, right? Yeah, there we go. 10 total. And then we need 2 larges, and the rest is normals. So I assume the larges are going to be 4, just like with the previous one. No, 2 larges. Yep, 2 larges, and the rest is normal. So do this one first. That'll make us the top chest, and this should make us the side chest, right? Yeah, there we go. And we'll make another one of those internals to round off the deal here. So that's our cart. I don't think we need to add anything else to it. We can look around, see what other attachments we could possibly have. But considering what we're using it for, I really don't think there's anything else we could add. Yeah, no, I think it should be good. So we should just be able to hit assemble on this. Oh, right, and we need to throw in some fuel. And that should build our cart slowly. Okay, there we go. So we, ooh, it's going to take a lot of time to assemble. It's going to take 22 minutes to assemble. But we will eventually get a Steve's cart. And I suppose in that intervening time, we should build the track. So, rails? Yeah, there we go. We'll need a detector rail, an advanced detector rail. This will be what we tell the box to do everything with. And then we'll just need some bog standard rails, which shouldn't be too bad. How big are we going to set this up for, though? So I believe when Steve's cart goes and does its planting thing, it's going to plant to the left and to the right for trees every block. So the same way we're kind of doing it now here. And we should actually go and chop all these down. so we can clear out some space to see exactly what kind of space requirements we're working with. Since it's going to be automated, I don't want it to be too large. We really don't need it to be. I don't need it to be too large at all. So maybe we could just make it a nice little... Maybe a nice little area over on this side. So I'm just gonna... I'll just mark it out with wood right now. We'll put the home kind of here-ish. No, we'll need it to be over here on this side so that it interacts with 2 or 3 sides. And if we want to make this as compact as possible, places every 2. Ooh, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this indeed? So how big is this space? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish. I think that actually comes out perfectly. So if we put the tracks here, 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 have it curve around, then go here, 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 here. I don't know if it'll place it like this, actually. Maybe I should make it one more further apart here. There. That way, that'll keep it pretty consistent, pretty tiny. We'll have the box be right here, this cargo manager. It'll come in to this side, come around to this side, and out to this side, and out again. And where should we make it turn around? I suppose we can maximize our space here, make it come here, so that it would place it here, here, and here, and there. Yeah. So to mark out the actual path of this thing, there. This is going to become wildly confusing if I don't take all these down. Nope, too far. Like I said, wildly confusing. So this will be the path it takes. It'll go out around the center block, around the... I suppose we might as well put it down. And we'll have to do all the settings and stuff in there. But it'll come around there. It'll drop off into there. We'll come back. It will refuel. I guess we really only need it to come hit 2 sides of this, don't we? But I suppose there's no harm in making a third. Oh, and maybe we put fertilizer in here, so we don't actually have to hit the cart, go to the cart itself, so that it can drop off, pick up wood to go into the engine, and then fill up on fertilizer, and then head out. So that'll be how that works. But to do that, of course, we need our railway. Oops, and I guess we'll sleep in the bed. So railway, if I was looking at it correctly there, it looked like it was iron plates, which we'll have to go make. 6 of them, and then 3 planks, which sounds about right. I think that will be 2 or 3 sets of them. So let's just do 18 to be certain. And if we use more rails, actually no, we have the actual track set up, the track layout, so we can just count how many blocks it needs to go around. And 2 of those will be detector rails, these advanced detector rails. Which I suppose use this anyway. So In terms of total number, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How do we count this but faster? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22, 23. Right? 24? 24. So 24 total. So that will be divided by 8. 8 times 3, right? I think that tracks. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 24. And then we will need some spare, actually, because we'll need to make those detector cards. We'll need 6 in addition to that. So that much? Yeah. I think that math holds up. Ish. Holds up-ish. We'll go and stick this wood in there, though. Let our horses have a go at it, if they're alive. Oh, right. Wrong side here. And we'll stick the excess wood into here, the ones that we chopped down. Same with the planks, same with the saplings. I hope it recognizes mulberry saplings and stuff as the ones that we're using. If they don't, if they consider it kind of buggy considering it comes from another mod, we could transition to a different wood, but I just enjoy using this mulberry wood. It's not that it looks good or anything. It's just that I can also use the bark for the mulberry sheets, which turn into washi. I think that's the one they turn to. Ooh, though I have made a mistake here by putting these in as is. I need to strip the bark off of them because next time I am planning on making some more constellation paper. I'm planning on making a whole lot more constellation paper, so I shouldn't actually be using these guys at all. If I want the bark. The only way to get the bark for the washi is mulberry sheets, mulberry pulps, soak mulberry bark, blah, blah, blah. The only way to do that is the saw, which does reduce the amount of planks that we get from it, but considering we're getting all of that, I think we'll be good. And we'll just saw all this into the, oops, cauldron here. That's actually not a bad collection method here. It's not the worst in the world. Just gonna take a little bit of time. Oh, you know what? We can... we were just mentioning that we had set up the placer incorrectly. Let's go grab that and turn that off. Ooh, ow, what? Oh, right. That is on. There we go. So with that now being off, we can actually just place it straight on top of this lever. Ish. Straight on top of this lever-ish. There we go. Put a lever on the back of this, and then make it require redstone again. We'll put our cauldron on top where it was before. Put our block placer, and... Oops, that's not how that's supposed to go. That is also not how that's supposed to go. Oh, well, I guess it's getting powered by that lever. That's not the worst thing in the world. Actually, it's not a great thing. Let's fix that. No, so this needs to be connected to the hibachi. Oh, right, and we set up the redstone down here too, didn't we? Okay, we can move both of those things. So we can move that over here. Oops. Put the redstone down here. Put the dirt and the new lever right here. That should power that without powering this. This can be powered by that. Yeah, there we go. We can actually turn this off so we can collect the stuff without risking it turning into something. Yeah, look at that. Nice little automatic placer there. And yeah, just about none of it's going into there because the cauldron suction is pretty good, all things considered. Go and take that all out and turn the cauldron back on should we ever need it. Perfect. We'll go and store bark in there for later use. We also need to figure out something to get rid of this sawdust. I suppose we can actually make it into a bag of sawdust. Or we could turn them straight into paper here. Dynamite dwarven fishing pole? Oh, well, that's an actual zombie. Color me surprised. I thought I was hearing the portal again. Where are you, buddy? I bet you are up there somewhere, even though I swear I sealed that all off. Okay, sounds like he's... There it is. Sounds like he's... Ah, there he is, right there. And there are just a ton of little nooks and crannies that they like to spawn. So, with him dealt with, and our climbing gloves turned off, let's go get rid of the sawdust. Do I really want to put it in bags? I would much rather turn it into something. Could make paper. Question though. Whoa, what? Typewriters. Okay. That's kind of weird. Then like signs of various types, clipboards. Wow, what the heck? Big writing book. This is super interesting. Oh, paper cones. Yeah, back when we had the fish and chips idea, which didn't end up panning out because for some reason melon pie is not considered a fruit. Or is only considered a fruit, rather, not considered a grain and a fruit. But we look at the paper usages. I was hoping for something a little bit better. Oh, hold up. Parchment can now be made with paper. Okay. That's 100% better. So let's go turn all of this for entirely free into paper. We need that, and we'll need glue. Lots of glue. More glue than we actually have at the moment. So this stuff turns into 6 glue. If we wanted 64, we would need 11. 11 buffalo hide. Go turn that into glue in the normal cauldron? Yes, normal cauldron. Oh, hold up. No, it only turns into 2 glue. All right, we'll turn half of that, half of this full stack, into glue in the cauldron, and then we'll get that turned into paper. I really do wish there was another way to make glue, or other uses. So we could use either the slime balls, which we should actually go and harvest here. suppose we can do that. So how do we harvest this? The last time we harvested it, we did not get what we wanted. This time we did, though. So I guess we have to wait until it grows red? That doesn't seem right. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Ah! It's pushing me around. A sneaky bugger. Oh. I think I lost some. But, okay, so we got it all planted here. We need to make a covering for this. I might... Is there a slimmer stone block than a slab? Is there something to cut this down a little bit? Because I'd like to not be juggling up and down when I'm walking across it, but I also want something to cover up the lava so that nothing falls in. A solid block. Let's see. Anything when I type in thin? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Don't we have a thin ironwood slab? Hold on just a moment here. We finally have a use for it. I knew we did. We shouldn't have thrown that out for a reason. Did we throw it out? Uh-oh. We may have thrown it out for reasons. Thatch thin slabs. Those will catch fire, though. Oh, don't tell me I threw it out. I definitely had one just sitting around. I swear. Oh no. Did I throw that? I really didn't think I tossed that. Also got a whole bunch of stuff we can toss back in here. Sinuous fibers. Can you... Oops. Can you be made into anything? Can you do anything? Do you do anything? Not at the moment. Maybe next stage. Maybe next stage it'll do something. But... Dang. I can make this Corferier slab. If we find some of this. Can't actually make it, though. Do we have... Yeah. Corferier larva, rather. Corferi. Oh, there's no R at the end. Corferi lava. This is what happens if you don't follow ore dictionaries for seeds. Except any. Yeah, so we only have those two options for fireproof, very thin slabs. Unfortunately, and I don't think we have any ironwood anywhere, do we? I think we all use it up just as standard wood consumption sort of things. I'm actually going to go back to the farm here, to the Astral Sorcery Crystal Farm, and go collect on our long overdue crystals there. Yeah, look at them. They're all sparkling. They're all doing well. Okay. So, go change out these, put these celestial crystals as fuel for more of that, because we'll definitely be grabbing that out of the bucket there. We need to re-accommodate our inventory for this, though. Just take the food out for a moment. Ah! Oops. Not intended. Oh, come on. Whoa. got a lot of extra height off of that jump again. I think we've had that happen before, but we're still not sure as to why. Hey, and I think we ended up with just enough here to fill up the whole space, right? And to have some buckets to spare. Hey, there we go. So let's go start our farming again. Nope. As long as it falls in, they generally stay in their holes here. Oh, though not if I'm that close. Okay, and we can go grab more rock crystals. I think all of those are filled up to this one. Nope. No Kobe. Ah. Okay, well, we'll pick these up. We'll just restart. We'll do this far one first, though. There we go. And we've got our full array going. We're actually out of rock crystals. But we finally have some excess stardust. Oh. This, Oh, I see that never had any stardust in it. This doesn't have anything in it. I guess I skipped out on some of them? Yeah, I kind of did. Okay. Stardust is a little bit buggy. Oh, and unfortunately, I still don't have enough to fill the array. Just a one short, but that's all right. And we'll go grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 17 more rock crystals while we're out there. Which should be just over here, right? Is this the rock crystal? Yes, it is. And there's my nice little hole down. That is 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is the same ratio. I just need to get up to there. Perfect. Exactly that much. Can I actually just send us straight up to the surface? Not quite. Can't get close. Well, not even that close. You can get partially there. But with that, we can go top off our chest up there full of rock crystals of various sizes and descriptions. And by this time, the Steve's cart construction might be done. Not to mention our plates for all the rails that we were making. So let's toss all of ye in there. Perfect. Precisely filled. And these will slowly grow. Get ourselves, whoa! Get ourselves back to here. Check on our iron plates. There we go. All 30 of them. And should have all of those planks now. So we went and took a visit to the saw to go and fill up that space too. So we'll do 3 sets of this. That'll be 24, yeah? Perfect. And that actually got us an advancement. Lovely. Which advancement did that get us? None of them? Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay, so that was just a dead-end advancement, which for some reason was not before Steve's carts. You would have thought, but apparently not. And then we need the detector rails, right? Advanced detector rails. So we need 2 stone pressure plates and redstone. We'll need 2 of these, unfortunately, because we have 3 locations we want to stick them on. So those will be the pressure plates. Oops, right. Doesn't have an inventory. And then rails go like this. Perfect. I didn't use nearly as much wood as I thought it would. Get it? Because it's a wood joke. But now we can set up. We can tear down this kind of abominable looking. Actually, if I do it like this. Okay, it'll do a few of them at a time. We must have a maximum range then. But we set it up like so. So there will be a detector rail here, here, and here. And rails connecting each of them and going out. And we can actually just follow the pattern in the dead grass here. Perfect. So green side, yellow side, and red side are our sides. Green side, we want to put, I guess, our storage slots? Yeah. Put our storage slots in here. We'll put them in the chest for green side. That'll drop all of those off. For the yellow side, we will... From the cart? Wait, is this... No, from the cart. Okay, so we'll put that into the box. We'll take something out of the cart to put... into the engine, right? Yeah. How do we specify that, though? There we go. Okay, so that's how we can specify that. We'll just split those up, sort of. So these, each side has its own slots. Each color has its own slots. There we go. Okay, so this needs to be green. So that way it'll fill into both of these slots. So this will pull sticks to the cart. Somehow. This will pull fertilizer to the cart. However, we put in fertilizer. I guess we'll be just putting in the bags here, or the bones. Yeah, I think that's how that should work. I think that should work like that. Let's see how the cart is coming along. We'll see if we can actually test this out here. Oh, only got seconds left. We actually ran out of power. I'll just stick the charcoal in there. Don't particularly need charcoal at the moment. So it's got less than a minute left. Dang. Should have checked in on that. But yeah, we should be able to test this in a moment. I want to check on our fertilizer too. Oops, not that fertilizer. Biomash is the one we'll throw back in there. Yep, so our fertilizer is totally gotten. We'll slip our biomash back in there. We could probably make some more biomash out of various things we don't need any more of. Like all these hemp seeds, yeah, we definitely don't need all of those. Same with some of the beetroot seeds, some of the chili pepper seeds, tomato seeds, all of that. These apple sprouts. All this can be converted into biomash. Maybe not the apple sprouts, but the rest of us should be able to, right? Oh, come on. Come on. Listen to me. Really? Okay. Can you? Yeah, you at least can. None of this stuff. None of the rustic stuff, but better with mod stuff. Definitely can. Vanilla stuff should definitely be able to. Yeah. So we'll have some for later. There we go. That's that. Now, cart. Done? Yay, nay. Done. Okay. So let's put it on the track temporarily here. So I think, oh, that's a little laggy. I think we want it to face the other way, right? How do we get this to face the other way? No. Actually, hold up. Yeah, no, this is the right way. This is the correct way. Coal engine high priority out of fuel. The fertilizer goes in here. That's just where it drops in that stuff. Side chests, totally fine. Wood cutting, repair this tool with platinum. Oh, interesting. So you can actually repair that. It does have durability. Thought it just kind of ran forever. And these are all the slots we have. Oh, we really should have gone for exterior chests. Some more exterior chests. That's a bit unfortunate. But let's go test out if... Hello. Let's go test out if it runs on sticks, which I think it should. So we'll be getting a lot of sticks from that. So many we probably won't ever have to cut more sticks. Yeah, look at that. So it's running. It'll stop off here. It'll pull out. And it'll keep going. That actually runs pretty far here. The question is, how does it plant wood? Well, presumably it needs the saplings. So we'll go and test this whole setup here. We'll grab the saplings, put just that many. Probably just put 2 for now, but then we'll get the whole deal going. We've got our sticks in there. And so this will require a little bit of maintenance. We'll have to go back and forth occasionally, moving sticks into this inventory, where I think it will pull from. I think it pulls from this. So we'll test that out. We'll put 1 in here. We'll put some logs in the storage. We will... The sticks in there. Saplings would go in there. We'll just do 2 for now. Then we'll pull... Right, we need to... Oh, there we go. Those saplings don't actually need to go in here. Fertilizer needs to go in here. Where's that? Fish materials, seeds, fertilizer. There we go. And we'll grab some of that. And I'll actually keep a little bit of fertilizer in our house, just so we don't accidentally need it for anything and have it all being used. We'll just leave that little bit there. And we actually need to light this place up now, since we've got our automated machine here. Let's do this efficiently, though. Ooh. Still no. So that should be out of the range of any of the planting that goes on. The planting should all go on inside the actual bounds of the cart. I don't know if it'll plant on this side. I hope it will. If not, we can always tear this part down, but I think we should be okay. And that's this whole area estimatably lit up. So got the 2 sticks in there. We got the sapling in there, and we'll put fertilizer in there. I'm sorry, what? Don't tell me you can't. Okay. Maybe I can't just put it in directly. Maybe I'll put it in there. See if that pulls out and turns into this liquid fertilizer. I assume this slot is to repair the wood cutter. And this is just going to be the inventory. So we can see if it actually outputs. So I think we're all ready for a test run. From the cart, yeah. Oh, and there's a... Hold up, I just scrolled past a... milker. Ah, so we can totally get milk automatically. The real question is... So these carts actually have a lot more usability than I had initially thought. But we still have to test out if our design even functions here, so... So it deposits... everything. That's not how we intended. It's also not actually picked up. So apparently this fertilizer is, in fact, useless. Ooh. Scoot you forward. It did take it. It took it as fuel. Okay, so we know that at least the fuel part and the depositing part works. Unfortunately, it's depositing the saplings as well. Shoot. Okay, so we're going to have to modify this a little bit. Yes, it's just depositing everything here. Shoot. So how do we lock off these? Those will all be in storage slots. But hold on, this should be not a storage slot. This should be a woodcutter slot. What? The logic that's getting in here is confusing me. So we do know that at least the engine part is working. storage slots. Oh, okay. So I think because we didn't have the set to storage slot, it was tossing everything in. So let's reset this. Put 2 in there. Have that plant. Did it plant anything? No. Not quite. Fertilizer we'll deal with later. Apparently it doesn't accept this fertilizer. Maybe we have to turn this into liquid fertilizer in some way? Some capacity? Not really sure. Or maybe it just takes bones. That could be it. But the chests, now this should only interact with the chests. We'll go put the fuel in. Double check that everything's still functional. We're actually going to put some sawdust in there, might as well. Just to make sure that it's doing everything properly. Does sawdust work as a fertilizer? No. Well, yeah, we don't. If it puts the wood in, we know that it works. I'll put the fuel and just have it set on off. So, depositing that. It's taking the fuel. And it's taking whatever fertilizer it happens to use. It's not planting, though. Why is it not planting? The wood is still there. Doesn't go in there. Did I miss a bit for it? Do I need a planting option as well? Planter, range extender. Lawnmower. Shoot. Mechanical pig. Are any of these a planter? You got the wood cutter. You need to not bother me, sir. I am having issues with my design. Oops. So there must be a piece that I've missed here. Manager. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know if I can actually remodify this, if I need to add a component to it. You know what? I might call that a adventure for next time. I might see if we can get that working next time. So I think that'll take a little bit more research than I can really give to it at the moment. And we are about an hour over our planned streamed end time. But I'd say that was overall pretty good stream. We got our mixer and our industrial drying unit all set up in here. Beautifully set up, if I do say so myself. Nice and placed. Everything worked out fine. We got a whole bunch of modularium to go and build all the stuff with. We got our placer mixed with our cauldron here. Speaking of cauldron, yeah, this is all done. So we can actually go turn this all into paper, nice and automatically. We didn't quite figure out why it wasn't working, why it wasn't placing the items from our chests in here. And unfortunately actually, no, scratch that. I was about to say, due to the way we have this set up, that it wouldn't actually function if we had managed to get that set up. But considering they're actually aligned differently, this is totally going to work. So put in the sawdust with the glue. This should, yeah, make us paper. Or make us pulp, rather. And then we can throw that in the industrial drying unit. And it'll do the grand old thing of making it into paper. Yeah, perfect. But I'd call that a success. We also got our Steve's Cart stuff all thrown together. Even if we didn't get it quite functionally working, I'd say that we still did a decent job at it. We got it most of the way there. We just have to set up how exactly it's going to plant down the trees and what exactly we can use as fertilizer, since it's not accepting the fertilizer that we've been trying to put in there. But otherwise, a grand success. So I'm going to call the stream there. If you want to watch me a little more, we'll get back to this on... What day is it today? Friday? We'll be back on Monday. Monday, 3 PST. That's when we'll come back to this. We'll play more Sevtech Ages. If you're not just interested in Sevtech Ages stuff, I will also be back on Tuesday. That is when I'm going to be playing more Sunless Sea. We've gotten pretty far in that. We've got a nice big ship. We've got a good money-making running scheme. And our captain there is pushing towards the end of a lot of officers' quest lines. So feel free to jump in there Tuesday through PST. Hope to see you guys at one of those 2 times. If not, I hope you guys get your own industrial drying unit set up so you can dry some paper, make it into books, and maybe read or write a nice book. As for me, though, I'm going to call that a day. Thank you all for showing up. I'm headed out. Cheers, everybody.